Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Stretford Paddock. The Stretford Paddock, right? Like the Arsenal. And who's the other one that gets a the?
The
Because some things get a the, don't they?
the Arsenal, the Wednesday.
No.
The FA. The Football Association. Yeah. Give us your comments. What else is like...
What's a V?
What gets a the, like, in front of it? And, yeah. And we'll read some of those out. I was having a really private conversation and I wasn't ready to go fully live on everything. But what I will say is a driver. Absolutely.
This sort of Lewis Hamilton style.
Yeah. The Queen. Correct. The Queen, not a Queen. She is the Queen.
The Stephen Howson.
Nope, there's one of that. I've got two of those. My uncle's one of those as well.
The moon. See when we win tonight.
Right. Can we just get the rum convo out of the way
Yeah,
nice and early? Oh, buttons.
I said,
Right.
Monday was a tough day for me.
Monday was very bad. I was very
Mate.
bad. Can we all?
I was
bad
all
day.
right, but I mean, I attended, but I think I left my head somewhere else.
When you try Cabby's finger, just taste out for. It tastes a bit like brie, like a cheesy nasal kind of bite into it. And honestly, don't like a cheesy nasal type situation going on. A brie-ish hue. You getting that?
Not in the slightest.
Okay, forget it. Try it, Stu. Don't knock it till you've tried it. Anyway, what are we thinking tonight? We're going to win it?
We're gonna get off. Do you know
We're
what?
going to win the whole thing?
Let me know in the comments now. Did you tune in for Mineham Podcasts?
Mine and podcast. He's
Fucking
not
hell.
got any rum in there.
Fucking
I swear.
hell. This is a Coke. Right. For mine and Brendan's podcast earlier, right? Now,
You should have done it before.
I think Brendan basically confessed to getting molested. I don't think that's the only fucking molesting that we're about to see tonight. Put it that way.
Nice.
I don't know, because they score really. They
Right.
They can't.
Okay,
There's no
yeah.
defenders.
Now,
there.
they've got a shit defence, granted. However,
They've not even got any midfielders that want to defend out there tonight.
neither have we.
No mind about that.
Good point.
It's a very valid point, that, isn't it?
We're hoping our first lump forward of the ball falls to Greenwood and he smashes it in the top bins and they panic. Because they could do that.
They could do that, but then they could attack us with like the 7
And
attackers
score
they've got on
6.
and score all the goals.
We've got a lot of defenders out there.
we have.
Yeah.
Tons of them. They have got like I said, like
Yeah,
10
I knew this would
attackers.
be made. This Rashford's in the stand, whereas Pogba says it all. It's a very valid point. I don't even know where Pogba is.
Pogba's back in. Was he not back at Carrington this week doing something?
Don't know.
Because apparently he's meant to be on the grass soon or something. I don't know.
on the grey.
On the graves.
Allegedly.
Lingard hat trick. Yeah. Believe.
Channel the Spirit of Paris. Oh, I nearly broke my laptop that night, didn't I?
I don't
But
think.
even like before Paris, you were doing this. But I think everyone was like kind of like saying it's not going to happen. It might happen. It's not going to happen though.
No.
We need to score early, and then we did. Score
This is
early.
the Spirit of Paris.
So-
Like, we're going to get bummed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to score.
If we
before
score in the
20
first 3 minutes, then
Well,
then there's beers going. We're going.
yeah, we need to just not concede as well because how often? I know we've done all right there in recent years, but does anyone know the last time we won by 2 goals at the Etihad? That doesn't happen much, does it?
Never.
They're a very good side. for the last
3-2,
decade.
2-1. Yeah, they've only beat us once in the last 5 times there, but I don't think we usually we don't usually get many goals.
Yeah, 3-2, 2-1. There's been a lot of
Can I have my podium, please?
podium.
That was the most ancient Rome thing I've ever heard.
Can I have the podium?
My podium, please.
Podium, please. I have to address the crowd.
My chariot.
You missed Cameron clicking.
Not that, you dick.
My other podium.
Clear the podium,
The
please.
lectern.
My second podium.
You missed Cameron clicking at Callum before. It was so bad.
Tory.
Yeah, that's the word. That one. Yeah.
Wow. I think I'd have broke his finger. I think I'd have broke his fingers if he did that to me.
Was 2010 in one of the cups there? Yeah, but we didn't win. We won 3-1.
Are we using a Rode Procaster? Yeah, I think that's what it is, actually.
What?
The mics. Thank you, William. You did well there. Don't listen to what Cam said.
It is a Rode Procaster, yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yes. Good eye.
Good eye.
Jesus Christ.
Someone spotted my watch.
Really?
Yeah.
It's weird,
like
isn't
the exact fucking one it is.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know you had that watch.
From Crawler had a different one on. This is a big fancy gold one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crawler had a big fancy like Rolex Oyster something or other, and someone was like, "Oh wow, Rolex fucking Oyster blah 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 blah." And mine's the exact one is a Bamford G Master fucking 2 something like that, right? And he got that from. I mean, like, you can't see that from there, can you?
No, I've never even noticed it, to be honest.
And like, this was a treat to myself after not dying in Iraq.
Is the wedding ring on there? Is that seems like a tactical army move?
Why have I
That.
got a shot
Yeah,
glass?
but also my hands are swollen up at the minute.
Why have I got... This is giving me flashbacks.
Why is what's going on here?
I don't know. Am I doing shots of
Just to
beer
do a
now?
little bit of sicking if you need to. Score predictions then. I would love to see how much denim Joe owns. 2 denim jackets, 1 jacket that looks like it's denim but it's not. These are an elasticated denim,
Can this be
and
in
4 or
shot?
5 pairs of denim trousers.
He looks like he's wearing school trousers today.
Do you want
Whatever.
score prediction? Do you want my realistic score prediction?
What
Or-
do I
United win 2-1.
I said that yesterday on the pod. I said
I think
we're
United
going to
lose.
win
And go out.
and go out.
Team news.
Yeah, we've got a team
Here
out.
is the team. In the right corner, we are fighting out of Spain, David. And then all them lot.
Emma.
And the rest of them.
Yeah, the
I
rest of
kind
them.
of thought. It was
What's your
gonna be
favourite bit of the team?
Front 2, obviously.
front two? Yes.
Saying it, really.
Yeah. I like
I mean,
I
you can't
thought-
even say, oh, the left. No, not really, because yeah.
I thought it was going to go the way with that, where he has Wan-Bissaka as the right centre half and plays Delo as right wing back, and
Yeah.
not have Shaw in the team. I thought that would have made more sense.
But I
Just
mean,
for going
Shaw was
forward,
decent against Liverpool.
he
though.
was, but just for like we need to score goals tonight. For as much as we do need to score a couple of goals.
Yeah.
I thought Delo. I know it was only Tranmere, but there was a few flashes of a bit of brilliance, wasn't there?
Yeah.
For him, and it looks like he's got a bit of quality.
Lovely goal
to it.
by Delo.
Yeah, and whoever that's playing, like he did very well, and his finish was quality against. Like for as much as it was Tranmere, it was.
I mean,
still,
Phil Jones has been dropped, which I think is a tragedy.
Oh, it was quality.
I mean, look at that header. And I
ran
think
the
he
show.
meant all of that and all.
And he dive in the first few minutes. We got covered in mud. Which
Jeez,
is-
yeah, I know, you've asked the same question 45 times. It is a road procrastinator, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking listen to it.
yeah.
Yeah,
See.
we have answered it already. Take a shot every time we concede one. I'm
No,
not taking. I will take a shot of water because I'll be sick otherwise. Hello, fellas. Hello.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you're all well. David Gill in the stands there, and Fergie. Is that Fergie? It is Fergie, isn't it? He's got his back
Yeah.
to us at the minute. Looks like Fergie.
What is David Gill's current job title?
Plays golf every day.
Isn't he doing something for
Is he in
UEFA?
UEFA? Yeah, it was
FIFA or
before.
UEFA?
Plays
Yeah.
golf a lot.
Didn't he try to be the head of UEFA at one point?
Maybe. Let's say
I
yes.
think they asked him to do it, and he said no.
Didn't they ask him to do it while he was a CEO of United, though?
think
And I think that's why he said no.
Yeah, and I think he.
And I think he should have just done it.
And who's that lad that took over that Infantino? Took
Yeah.
over instead.
And he's, I mean, like,
He just doesn't know football. I think he's all right at what he does, but I just don't think he does.
For Riaz, who keeps typing Rashford question mark.
Yeah,
What?
he's
No.
we know
The answer
Rashford's in
is
the crowd,
no.
but he wasn't on Richard Arnold there next to Mr. Woodward. I'm not sure who the fellow on the right is. Looks like Tam.
Robert De Niro in
What's
the
he called?
background.
Tam fucking, what's it? Tamahafi in the corner on the thingy. Right, I think we're back. I don't know what's going on with our internet, but our Sky went off. Everything just went off. I think we were just in an absolute black hole for data and internet in there. So thanks for bearing with us. Yeah, let's have a look at Tam Hassan. That's what we was looking at before we went off. Apologies to everybody. We are now back by popular demand.
How's this happening?
Allegedly.
14 different. Oh no, something's gone again.
Are you on the right one?
Don't know.
Are we live or what?
I think
Yeah,
we
we are live, yeah.
Right,
live
lovely.
on here. It's just
Yeah, we did, yeah. It sounded a bit panicky a little bit there.
I was
I'm gonna
panicky,
be
yeah.
honest,
I just wondered if we were live or
Comments
what was
still
going on
going?
still.
there we go.
Hello.
here's the comments. What's that?
Hello.
Winhouse and break a
Rashford?
chair.
Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? He's broke his back,
Yeah,
so
no Rashford. I don't know how you didn't know that.
I'm going to restart.
Put 50p
this.
in the meter, boys. Yeah. I think it's more than 50p, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd expect it
And
to
we
work for
have-
the amount of 50p's it costs.
And
Mate,
don't we have, like,
it's a
4
fucking
inches?
dedicated line. It costs a fucking fortune.
Jaffa cakes are good, aren't they?
Underrated.
Right, I think I'm back on. Nope, not back on.
I'm back on it.
Jaffa
Is, is OBS on?
Is it
Everything's
spinal?
on.
Yeah.
OBS looks like it's going, yeah.
We're all going.
Shout out
We're
us in
fine.
the comments if you can hear us.
Yeah, I
Is
think
it's
we're going.
working?
Look,
That
that's
one's
us,
working
that's
now,
us,
yeah.
we're on.
That's me.
Don't
Jaffa
worry,
cake
that's
then.
us. There.
It's just
Jaffa
not me.
cakes. I'll eat a Jaffa cake.
There we go.
There
I
we
think
go.
it's coming back now. Have we got Tam Hassan yet?
Where is it? There you go.
Him.
Oh yeah, look at him. It looks like him, doesn't it?
Football Factory. He's off. He plays up.
Go on, Image.
Any film Danny Dyer's in, he's also in, right? Who's he mates with? It's probably Danny
Tate,
Dyer, isn't it?
Probably Danny Dyer.
Yeah, it's probably Danny Dyer,
Yeah, still have. I'm gonna have to.
yeah.
I don't recognise him.
Tell you who he was. He was thing. He's at. Oh, you won't know. He's not a Love Island fan here. Cameron. He's the Scottish lad at Last Love Island's dad. Oh no, he was the one.
Hang
who-
on. Is
he
Love
was
Island like...
It's on twice
Can
a
we
year
just
now.
bring people in for the most tedious link to someone else?
the- Alright, well, he was
Fucking
in-
jokers.
People know who it is.
You love Love Island, Steve.
I didn't watch this new one.
Have you never watched Love Island, Steve?
Not 1 second of
Do you know
one
what's
show.
funny?
Really?
Do you know what's entertaining me? Jay Motty's commentary of Love Island. I'm not even watching it, but Jay Motty's watching it. It just makes me
loves
laugh
it.
every time.
It's one of them you do watch it if you've got, a girlfriend that you're trying to impress or something.
So, my missus is into the sort of weird shit I'm in. So like, she likes the prepper shows.
Yeah.
And
Salt and Prepper.
for the last 2 days, we've been watching these little Indonesian fellas build fucking.
Oh my god, they've been all over my fucking recommended as
Aren't
well.
they amazing?
I almost don't believe they're real.
Right, I honestly think that there's some fucking TV producer
With a JCB
somewhere.
in the background.
No, I think he's paying them like, there's 20 quid, lads. Make me a fucking
Build me
house
an
in
underground
Yeah.
swimming pool.
Because they're doing. Have you seen how many views that them fucking things?
10, 15, 20 million.
One of them's done 45 million views.
If you haven't seen it, it's two little Indonesian lads in a forest wearing like shorts with sticks just smacking it at the floor. And then after 15 minutes, they've
built
got an
a swimming
underground
pool.
paradise that's like, just to stick some
I
bamboo
need to
together.
Running water
I think
to
I
it.
need to watch this.
Unreal. Watch it on 2 times speed because you don't need 15 minutes of it.
Do you know what's strange though? They don't talk to each other.
No.
They just crack on.
They're not
with it.
mates.
They know what they're doing and they just
They're like
crack
Penn
on
and
with it.
Teller.
And you're like, the absolute work rate. Do you know what? We should send Cam there to see if they can teach him their ways. Because the work
What do
rate
you always see? That you see them
that's
like
gonna
smacking the
change.
floor and they move like this much, and then it cuts back and they're like in an 8-foot hole, and you're like, that's
Yeah,
like
yesterday
tons
the
and
guy was
tons.
pouring water into what can only be described as it was an L-shaped swimming pool, and it was probably
What are you chuckling at, Mr. Latters?
12 meters
Yeah,
by 4 meters, and obviously see him putting in a couple of things which aren't even raising the level,
No.
and then it cuts, and then it's like the last 2 balls
yeah.
are going in,
and
and
you
you're
think
like,
that must have taken a day.
yeah,
There's so many,
and your
literally,
little
like
fucking pot.
tons of earth that they move. These two
all
blokes.
they do, yeah, and they're so clean.
Yeah, and then they've all of a sudden they've just got like some sort of red powder that they always put on the walls to make it look nice. Pop some candles in.
Always love for candles.
Love
And
a
I
candle,
lie
bless
down
them.
on a stone bed.
Yeah, and they're just like that for
if
the
you
last
want
2
a question getting answered, don't put it
Yeah,
in
Cam, can you moderate the chat a
400
bit, man, please?
times because
Have I seen them eating live scorpions? No.
They've got agents, them too. They've got agents.
right,
I'm telling
kicking
you.
off watching football.
Would you sub De Gea if it goes to Pens? Probably not.
No,
Any updates on Timo, Scotty, and Pogba?
no.
No.
After the break thing in February,
Right, we've kicked off.
Wan-Bissaka with the ball.
All right, we're not
Interesting
losing
challenge.
yet.
Go
I
on.
think this is a fucking moral victory at least.
Go on, Martial, lad. Slice. Bravo's
See, that's the
crap.
thing, is Claudio Bravio.
Yeah, in my head I thought it was what's
Edison.
it?
Joe
Edison.
Hart.
Joe Hart.
Would you rather have Joe Hart in his prime or Claudio Bravo in his prime?
Joe Hart.
Does it go to Pens if it's 2-0 straight to Pens? There's no extra time. Thank God.
Pens
Go on,
is
Jesse.
poor though, isn't it?
Do you know what? I'd be fucking devastated if we win it 2-0 and then lost on Pens. The excitement, because at the minute my expectation level is here,
Yeah.
right? That's not on
That's
the
why I've got
table.
extra snacks
If you
this
can't
week.
see, look, go back, main shot, there you go. Not there, that's on the table. My expectation level's here. So you can see that's a significant rise off the table,
yeah.
right? If we
you're
lock
living in
1
a dream
3-0,
world, Steve.
at some point I'm going to be up here, right?
Yeah.
And then when we lose on penalties, I'm down here somewhere.
Matic, you dirty boy. Back heel over, who was it? Mahrez's head. And collecting the ball on the other side. Glorious.
Oh, first touch from Tony Marshall.
Matic, a really lovely start that. Honestly, you wouldn't believe it. 27-0 United. I take it.
I think has he gone 3 at the back as well?
I don't know.
He might have done because I didn't think Rodrigo played.
Rodrigo's-
Yeah,
Who
he's
is
actually
it?
in midfield.
I
Isn't
don't
he?
know
Got
who he is.
Cancelo,
Yeah, he's gone 3 at the
Otamendi,
back.
and Walker.
But De Bruyne is playing right wing back.
It's 3-4-3.
They've just gone. We
De
don't
Bruyne
need
just
any.
plays where he wants
They've
to.
just gone. We don't need defenders. Let's just score 6. It won't matter.
Surely they're not going to do that. I mean, I'm not that they won't try and score 6 or that we can stop them. but I
GR's
mean,
put away goals after extra time. It's going to be an interesting concept when there's no extra time. And that's wrong, innit? Why'd you get the extra half an hour when it was away goals after extra time? It's not now, it's just straight to pens.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
let us know in the comments what number you think Bruno's going to wear. I think 18, me.
Is that where he was at Sporting?
There's a few
No,
mocked
it's 10.
up
10 and 8
things
is
bouncing around of 18.
Yeah, a
He's
lot.
not getting 7. That's just. It's not. He's not getting 7.
No, he's fucking coming back. Allegedly.
Yeah, someone's already got number 7. Yeah, 8. Why do we think 18?
Well, because we just got rid of one fucking occupant of it, so
Yeah. What about like
And the 18 before that was pretty.
He was all right.
He was all right.
He was all right.
That one.
The one that we've just signed is more in that mould
than the one that took
than the
it.
one that's just gone.
Yeah. Because they should have just took it off him.
Yeah, loads of people in the comments saying 18, couple for 11. No.
23 Beckham. No.
I don't think 11 really works.
No.
Tony Marshall's like a fucking trampoline tonight. Nothing's sticking to him.
I don't think 11. I think they might get. I think that could be. Maybe Dan James gets a bit of an upgrade in the next few years. Might get that one. Welsh lad, winger.
Scenes. 16 if Rojo leaves. Oh, yeah.
No.
He's not going to go tomorrow, though.
You need a nutter at 16. You have to be class or a nutter. So. You went Keane, Carrot, Rojo.
When Carrick got 16, everyone just was
Melted.
just going mental.
Like, literally, because it was Roy Keane's number. You've signed a midfielder. You've given him a 16. If he's not hatcheting
And
people...
he just plays it sideways. He does nothing.
What, he's just going to pass it? The fuck? I remember the outrage in that.
Yeah. I don't really care about the number stuff, to be honest. The 7 I care about in a way just because it gets attention and it puts pressure on a player. But
You can walk out in 82 for all I care.
I'm not bothered about all that stuff.
Although anyone who comes out in 69 or 99 or 01 is a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of those like
Unless
fancy numbers. But if you just
you're
like if he's like
Ronaldinho
number
or
like
something
17 or like 23 or something.
Unless he's Zlatan and you come in and go, I want 99. And they just go,
Okay.
yeah.
It's Zlatan, isn't it? Yeah. Zlatan could walk in. Oh, it was one of the fucking schools. Not schools. We played some American fucking team, didn't we? Was it on the last time we was in America? And one of the players was number 203.
Really? That's weird.
Playing blue and yellow.
If Zlatan came and was like, what number do you want to be? Oh, I just want it to be like a cartoon of a fish. He'd be like, do we have to do it?
My mate at college got there the
fish.
first week and they said to him, what number do you want? And he went, give us 69. Like jokingly thinking, no, I'm going to do that. Next minute, all the kit turns up, doesn't it? Here's your kit, mate.
Wanker.
3 years. He had to wear it.
Absolute fucking nightmare.
Well, Matic in the end. Fred, lad.
Hurry up.
They just got too many numbers around.
Taking too long on the ball as well, though.
Oh, he's out wide there.
Shit.
Ooh, yeah, fair play.
Oh, these are
3 for the Bants. Well, Bay's got that, so.
Yeah.
What numbers are free, sort of under
Left
sub
back.
20?
Well, 1's taken, 2's taken, 3's taken, 4's Phil Jones, 5
Maguire.
is Maguire, 6. I haven't seen anyone wear that. For a
Oh,
while.
that lad was there.
7
free.
Technically free. 8 Matter, 9 Tony, 10 Marcus, 11's free. 12
Was Smalling, so technically.
12's free. It's a shit number 12, isn't it? You are the first sub. Doesn't have a good
I don't like
connotation. Who's 14 at the minute?
Who's 13?
Yeah, Jesse's 14. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone 13?
I think. What's Romero? 31, is it?
No, Matic is 31.
What is 13? There's someone knows 13.
I don't know.
15 is...
Yeah. 15 used to be Rojo, didn't it?
No,
No.
16 is Rojo. 15 is...
Used to be Nemanja. 15's taken, I know that. I can't remember who's got it, though.
What's
Hard
below?
game, this, isn't it?
Glow's 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
He is.
So, I don't even give a fuck. I
don't care at all.
I don't really care.
It's weird that people do seem to care a lot. I suppose if you're buying it...
13's Lee Grant, 15's Pereira.
Yeah, that's why I don't care.
Yeah. But I suppose if you're buying it for your kid or you're really looking forward to buying the shirt, you might be interested. But really, in terms of like the pressure it puts on or like
No,
the
unless it's
meaning
number
behind
7,
it, I'm
it
not
doesn't
bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 only because all of a sudden now, if you have a shit game, the Daily Mail are calling you like the biggest flop since wet bread.
I think there's a big thing when a player's gone like there'd be a big thing about when if Brandon gets a different shirt number next year. Like if he gets given 3 next year, if they if they fuck someone off and he gets given, he's number 3.
Yeah,
If it's a
it's
clear
quite
kind of-
significant promotion.
Like
isn't it?
Rashford went from 19 and just there's a number for you, mate, to you're the number 10 now.
Yeah, I think it'll be 18.
And when and the opposite when Martial went from 9 to 11 because he'd got it took off him from Zlatan. Like that's not good either, is it? Because it's a clear kind of here's where you are on the list.
Oh my fucking days!
Good save, De Gea, Aguero.
How
free header
fucking
in the
slow off
box.
the mark was Luke Shaw?
Where
Then
was that lad that
that's why you
said-
can't play him in the back three because he's not a fucking defender.
No. Was Aguero pulled him there?
I mean, technically he is, but he's not.
Watching
a
from
defender.
Well, it's like when
Hello,
Kyle
Josh.
Walker played right centre half in the World Cup, and for most of the time when he's got the ball, he's all right.
Yeah, looks top.
He looks fine, and bringing out the ball, it's a great decision. But as soon as he has to fucking defend like a centre
Yeah, you don't realise
he doesn't
how much defending centre backs actually do. Like it's literally non-stop.
Your instincts are completely different.
Good to save there with De Gea with his feet. 2 deflections it took, at least one.
Oh, Wan-Bissaka.
Poor man. We've given the ball away too much in our own third.
He's going to score it. Nope.
We've literally given the ball away like 6 or 7 times just outside our 18-yard box.
Jesus.
Ross Murphy.
Hello from Uzbekistan. Easing out.
Uzbekistan. And Mexico, Perth.
They're killing us. Yes, they are.
Madness.
Lads, have you watched the sporting videos on social media dedicated to Bruno? No, I haven't.
It's like he's passed away.
Is it?
Yeah. It's very sad and he's leaving us and stuff.
Fucking hell. I would be if we had a player that put the numbers he need done.
And they just go in. And
they're still 8th or something, aren't they? What? They're not second in the league. I think they're still doing quite poor. So someone was saying they were 15 points behind.
It, lads.
Benfica.
On a train from Leeds to Middlesbrough.
I think they're 6th.
Hello from Nepal. Wow.
Sweden.
Also watching from Perth. How many people got watching from Perth?
Do you think?
No wonder we got fucking mobbed there.
Well, do you think us going there we met loads of people who became fans or I
don't know. Let us know in the comments. Why are you watching us?
Yeah, where did you find us?
Where did your life go wrong that you're now here?
I don't know.
Grass. I lied about the wheels. What's green and has wheels? Grass. I lied about the wheels. That's quite funny. Is the VAR in this?
Don't care.
Good. Good. Sterling going down.
Are they going to get a £20,000 fine for this?
Loads of Brits in Perth, says Bran. Yeah, we did notice that, didn't we?
Yeah. People come up to us with the most Mancunian accent. We're like, where are you from?
No, that's not
it's a harsh one.
Little Alton.
Yeah, no.
No one. I don't care if you're born and bred for 15 generations from Little Alton, you don't say you're from Little Alton unless you're standing in the next town to Little Alton, right? To be in Perth and a guy go, oh yeah, I'm from Little Alton. Because how many people even know where?
I've lived in Manchester for 6 years and I've never heard of that. Where is it?
It's on the opposite side of Salford. It's like the Bolton side of Salford.
Right.
But
yeah.
It's such a random place. It's so if I explain to you a random coffee shop round the corner from here, rather than just saying the coffee shop. If I said I got it from Foundation, right? And you go, oh, I know where that is because that's literally
But we're both in Uzbekistan.
On that street, yeah. And it was just what? And they'll be like, oh yeah. And then everyone you speak to, you're like, oh yeah, I'm not paramedic here, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Josh Hines from Perth as well.
I had one when I was in America because I've been there before, as I've said a few times.
Yeah.
I was coming across Florida, and we stopped off in this random Irish bar after we moved. We went away because of a hurricane, so we stopped off in this random Irish bar just for some food on the way back.
Sort of food in an Irish bar?
It was Irish. It was just Irish breakfast we had.
What was an Irish breakfast?
Same as English breakfast.
Was it a pint of Guinness?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It was an Irish breakfast. It was actually food because we were driving.
What's an Irish breakfast, though?
Same as English breakfast.
Right, I'm offended.
No, there's a slight difference. I think they have
potato cakes instead of toast. And
stuff,
different things, whatever. So we stopped
potato
off.
falls.
What's he doing?
Just being a loser.
Yeah.
Trying to take the limelight.
So, stopped off there, sat at this bar, and this guy goes, oh, where are you lads from? And I went, I'm from Manchester. He goes, oh, what part?
2 people watching
literally,
from London
fucking, you said, oh, I'm from Timperley. I'm just showing you where I am.
Yeah.
And you're like, and literally this.
No one says that.
You're like, how the fuck have you got there?
I'm from Droylsden, but I wouldn't say Droylsden unless I'm talking to someone else from Manchester in Manchester. Yeah, that's when people say, oh, where are you from? Cam did it to us before when we was doing a podcast. And he said, oh, you're from where we and Bren are from, aren't you? I mean, yeah. But no, because they're Withington.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's... You're talking a mile and a half away, but it's different. I was like, I'm Droylsden.
When you see him on holiday somewhere, you're from Manchester as well, then it's Manchester. But yeah, like you said, to just be like Timperley, Fraser, Manchester.
Which street?
It is a perfect game. It is a perfect game for Marcus. This is.
Yeah, I was worried not having Marcus in this game because he's the X factor in this game.
Yeah,
which just feels so nice to be able to say about.
And he's literally an expert at scoring against City and the big teams.
If there's one person you want a chance to fall to in these games,
he's just got something about him, hasn't he?
We've
really struggled at.
FaZe Suter says, "I'm from Manchester." Well, you know the game, mate. Yeah. Whereabouts? Because I don't think there's any part of Manchester.
2 up from that one.
Right, Let's not read that. But very funny. Watching from Beirut, Lebanon. Hello, Carl.
Liam says, "I'm from Aldershot. See, that's the game."
Yeah.
There is VAR apparently. Is it?
I'd say Salford, but I wouldn't mind saying Manchester. Right? I don't think anyone actually lives in what you would describe as Manchester to anybody else in Manchester. Does that make sense?
Do I live in Manchester?
But I would say Piccadilly or Northern Quarter for you.
Yeah, what is Manchester like? Market Street? Like
nowhere in Manchester would I call Manchester.
No, because it's all
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. So Castlefield, Spinningfields.
Yeah.
What Mets got you near?
Green
nowhere would I actually say is. Yeah. Could you say is Manchester if you're in Manchester?
Where would be the most like St. Peter's Square? Maybe like bang on. But then you just say St. Peter's Square, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or Central Retail District, as it comes up on there.
I don't think there's anywhere that I would class as Manchester. Like, there's not a part of like is Manchester. What about Northern? Like, just it's like where it's Moss Side. It's fucking Fallowfield. It's all of these places have got another place underneath them. Nowhere in Manchester. I mean, let me know in the comments. Does anyone? Yeah, how many parts of Manchester are there? I'm coming from New York City, right? Well, that's different. Because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like each part is 10 miles squared, whereas here it's 200 meters squared.
Because Manchester's the size
Manhattan, Brooklyn, all that sort of stuff.
It's miles away.
Manchester's got the same thing. Yeah. Like but it's just smaller. It's just a lot smaller.
And it takes 10 minutes to walk between the two, not 40 minutes on a bus.
Yeah,
or
basically
on a train
we're on.
Like it is in New York.
I think we're in.
We're
in the Northern Quarter, which gives you the. Oh, good cross. It's hanged up.
Get out wide.
Nothing.
We're in the Northern Quarter, which, as you would guess, is on like the northern. It's actually like northern eastern side of the city, isn't it?
Yeah.
Old Trafford is on what you would probably call the southwestern side of the city. It takes me 20 minutes to get there.
Yeah. And it only takes
on a non-match day. On a non-match day,
an hour to walk it. Even if you weren't in a car, it's not.
I'm
that
not doing
far.
that, but yeah.
No, but I mean like. Even it's not like big highways to get there. It's small roads, and if you had to walk it, you could. Like they live near Old Trafford, don't they? Cam and Callum.
Yeah,
kind of.
Ish. They live in that way, and they walk in it regularly.
We've had a super chat from
Go on then.
Do you think Woodward deliberately drags out transfers to slow down the rate of transfers? No, I just don't think he's very good at it. I just think he's shit at it. I just think that's the problem.
What?
That one. Woodward dragging out transfers to slow down the rate.
Absolutely not.
No, I just think he's shit.
Yeah.
Because he can do it.
Everything that people think is conspiracy that can be explained by incompetence is definitely incompetence.
Yeah.
There's no reason why it's taking this long.
Someone there saying Northern Quarter equals Ancoats.
Because Ancoats is actually above Great Ancoat Street.
The other side of the big main road, Great Ancoat Street, and that's its own thing as well.
Yeah. We are definitely. This is definitely classed as Northern Quarter. Yeah. Ancoats is 200 meters away. But this is.
But it's the other side of a big main road, which is why it's definitely.
I mean, where does Northern Quarter end and the Arndale start? And what's the Arndale? That's Shoedill.
I would say Shoedill. Yeah. I'd say that literally that road around there.
Stop the road.
But do
you know what? Every little.
Yeah, is that it's
almost
in the Northern
like
Quarter.
A selection of blocks. If you had to call it like New York is blocks, like 8th Street to fucking 24th Street might be. I don't know.
Yeah, don't try and. If you're from New York, don't try and compare that to here because you're just not going to do it.
No, the scale is 50 to 100.
Shit.
Well done,
Good block, Harry Maguire.
Great save.
Is Debenhams in the Northern Quarter? It backs onto the Northern Quarter,
I would call
certainly.
that Piccadilly.
Yeah.
Oh, Market Street, but Market Street's not an area, it's just a street.
Just a road, yeah.
Would you class Cheshire as Manchester then?
No.
Yeah, so I'm not in Manchester then.
Is that where you live?
Well, because Sale is like right over, as soon as you go over the River Mersey, which is the boundary of Lancashire
technically,
and Cheshire.
Trafford's in the Trafford. It's in Stretford, and Stretford is in Trafford. But I mean, it's semantics, isn't it? Like old Manchester.
It's weird because like when you start splitting
which is Clayton.
Lancashire and Cheshire up and stuff like that, it's mad because
boundaries have moved like fuck as well on them.
Like when you think of what Cheshire is like, there's the Scouse side of it, that's like the Wirral, and then you get into like the posh bit of Chester and all, and then you go up to Hale and stuff, and then you've got like Sale is just about in it, and you go.
I think Duckingfield is
Cheshire.
Cheshire, but it's also Tameside, and I think it's also somewhere else as well.
Duckingfield's Cheshire for a lot of because we have to play there for golfing purposes.
It gets weird when Swinton Lions play in Sale, and Swinton are trying to call themselves Manchester. Have you seen how far away Swinton is from Manchester?
That's a long way.
It's on the opposite side of Salford.
And
it's a part of Salford's
Sale now play at Salford. Don't play in Sale.
Yeah.
Where is Trafford? I've never been to Sale yet.
Salford playing Trafford.
See, the thing I'm yet to do is, like all the sort of peripheral, like Chorlton and Altrincham and Sale and all that lot. I've been to all of them, but I don't know where they relate to each other, if you know what I mean. Like, I haven't got the map in my head perfectly.
The M6 is dead easy. I like to, because I have to explain to I'm going to explain it. I'm going to say her name like this, my fucking wife. Her geography is fucking shocking. I love her to bits, but there's some things that she's just not good at. Geography is one of them. So you got to look at Manchester as your steering wheel, right? The M60 being the outer handle of your steering wheel, okay? City centre's bang in the middle.
That's your horn.
Yeah, your horn.
That's Northern Quarter. That's your lot.
That's your city centre, right?
Yeah.
The top of your steering wheel, 12 o'clock. We're talking Whitefield.
Ashton?
No, Whitefield.
Right.
What?
I've never even heard of Whitefield.
It's the fucking north, obviously.
Is that those tiny little fish that they deep fry and you have as a little starter?
No, that's whitetail.
Whitebait.
I only know a place because I know all the golf courses around the M60. So that's
Eaton
all me.
Park,
Is
like Whitefield, Eaton Park. You know Eaton
So
Park.
we're going 1 o'clock now.
Okay, 1 o'clock is more. You start looking at your Oldham sort of area.
Okay.
2 o'clock, not much.
There's not a lot there.
Not really much.
We into Staley Vegas there.
3 o'clock? No, it's like an Ashton. Ashton's directly 3 o'clock.
Right.
You can come from Ashton on the outside, then you come in from there. You've got Droylsden, you've got the City Stadium, then you're in the City Centre. Yeah? 4 o'clock, you're looking at. It's technically Denton, sort of Denton roundabout kind of range.
Is Chorlton not around this?
We're getting there. Don't worry.
Just calm down.
We're getting there.
I'm excited.
As we come down, we've
I'm
got
excited.
you've got the what's that turn off there where the car wash is?
You know, the car wash. There's only one car wash in Manchester.
No, you've got
Go on, Brandon.
What's the one before Stockport? Bredbury. You've got the Bredbury turn off on the 60 there.
Yeah.
And Bredbury Hall. If you're into grabbing a granny, then you got your Stockport. And the Stockport's got like 3 junctions, really.
Yeah.
You've got the Pyramid, you've got the first turn off.
Yeah.
And there's obvious other parts of Stockport. You get down to the very south side, the very bottom of your steering wheel now. That's the turn off at M56. That's going to take you to the airport. That's going to take you into Cheadle and deep into city territory.
This sounds like a proper good taxi driver conversation.
Then seven's about
what's Manchester about?
Then seven's about where I am.
Salford.
Now you're getting into Old
Trafford. So 7,
7,
8, you're looking at this is like your Altrincham, your Trafford, your Stretford.
Towards like Man United.
This is where you're looking at United being.
Yeah.
Your 9 is basically that's the 602 right out to Liverpool. Essentially, you're looking at your Eccles sort of being around there.
Right.
Salford, Trafford, sort of around
Centre.
there. 10, you're looking at more your Worsley.
Yeah.
And then 11, that's really. I mean, Salford kind of loops around.
Well, we've missed our Fallowfield, Withington, Chorlton area.
Okay, let's go back. Okay, so you're looking at like 7, around about 7, around about 6. You're looking at there, but they're on the inside.
They're
rim.
close to Old Trafford, aren't they?
Yeah, so they're on the inside rim.
You said that. That's 6.
What? Yeah, airport turn off 6. Yeah.
So
you're looking at Chorlton, you're looking at your Didsbury.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If I had a choice to live anywhere in Manchester, that would be an actual Manchester postcode because there's some belting places that you can go and live, like places in Altrincham, Hale, and stuff like that. But it's not Manchester. It's a WA postcode, I think.
Is it?
Well, no,
what's that?
WA. Well, it's Warrington or something.
Oh, Warrington.
I'm still at Altringham's still.
Go
Most of Altringham's still it. We're
oh fuck's sake!
We're Manchester. I'm Manchester postcode in Sale.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, but a lot of sales WA though, isn't it?
Yeah, no. Didsbury's good. It's expensive now though, isn't it?
Oh god, yeah. I mean,
I think it might be the most expensive suburb now
of Manchester. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Of technical Manchester.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you come round the slice of the cake a little bit, you're getting into like we're saying Bowden, Hale, those are crazy prices.
Yeah.
As you come further south, you're looking at your Knutsford, your Alderley Edge, and stuff like that. But they're getting into 7 figures.
Yeah.
Your Didsbury, me and Ben went. I mean, Didsbury's almost like a European city.
It's got quite a hippie-ish kind of like very liberal kind of feel to it, but not in a. It don't feel quite as snooty as some of the places. It's a bit more. Yeah, it's definitely expensive, but it don't feel like you're like, fucking hell, these houses are a bit fancy, do they? Yeah. It's like nice places rather than
but nice like townhouses.
Yeah.
Not terrace houses, because, I mean, they technically are because they're all conjoined, but like, they're fucking units, aren't they? They're like big 6, 7 bedrooms. Yeah. Some of them get turned into like 10-bedroom student flats.
Yeah, loads of them
in Didsbury. Yeah, Didsbury's a lot of student places.
Doesn't Didsbury come under SK? Might be.
No, I think it's an M postcode.
Is Withington and Chorlton, Withington and
They're
Fallowfield,
just inside.
They're all Manchester postcodes.
More central towards, yeah.
People saying how bad we are. We know that's why we're talking about where things are in Manchester.
Because Scabby.
Don't really...
M20 is Didsbury.
Is it?
We've only had 33% possession. That's good.
Yeah, where's Ole on the wheel, by the way?
Can we? Can you block that one, Cameroon? There's a
fella. Just spammage.
There you go. Sorted. It's gone now. Don't worry about it.
Oh, missed him.
It's not even fun stuff.
What's the game plan here? Who the fuck cares? Doesn't matter, does it?
It's fingers crossed.
What is the game plan? Yeah,
it's fingers crossed.
It's hope for the best. It's hope that they do something like this and pass it to us.
Yeah. I mean,
to be honest, we just don't. We don't have the players right now to put a game plan up against this lot. We don't have a. We don't have the players to count. You're missing Marcus. I don't know why Dan. I'm surprised Dan James didn't get the nod today. To be honest,
I think maybe he don't do enough defensively. How far can you go before a place isn't classed as Manchester? I don't know what the furthest distance out is.
Manchester. If you get your steering wheel back out, Manchester. I think you're looking at Crumpsall, Moston. They're in the northern section above the city centre, towards the outer ring of your steering wheel. Classed as Manchester. I basically think that everything inside the M60, that's Manchester.
Yeah.
Whether it's classed as Stretford, whether it's classed as fucking Salford, Tameside, wherever it is. For me, you can be Manchester inside the M60. Outside the M60, that's whatever it is.
Yeah.
But more or less, everything inside the M60 there, that's essentially Manchester. It's...
and if you've got a tram,
semantics.
If you've got a tram there, you're in Manchester.
Well, even Bury's got a tram, and that's miles away.
Yeah, that's true.
The building tram.
But even so, like everywhere. The tram is kind of like Salford. There's trams through Salford, but I know it's not Manchester, but it is Manchester, isn't it? Really?
Oh yeah, Salford's an entirely different city. Like when I was having lectures there, they kept going on about the thingy, and I asked one of the lecturers. I mean, totally non-relevance of the course I was doing, but I was like, why does it say fucking University of Salford, Manchester? Yeah. It's two different cities.
Yeah.
Imagine saying the University of Los Angeles, New York.
I know, yeah.
It's like, it wouldn't happen, would it?
No, but when you're in Salford, it doesn't feel like it's in a different city, does it?
And I mean, when you come down the A6 from where, you was at Salford, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you come down, what's that fucking street called in front of the main bit of the uni? Crescent, Salford Crescent.
Yeah, well, that's the
what's it
the
called?
road isn't called that. It's called.
What's the road that you love?
Oh. It's the A6 Salford Crescent, isn't it?
No, Salford Crescent
What's
is the name of the train stop.
Road
the road is called. Oh fuck's sake!
No, but when you turn,
do Salford Uni Road. Salford Crescent is the station.
I'm not going to give your address out there because no one's going to come finding you with it. Why, hello?
Broad Street.
No, it's not. It's that other one. It's next to that. It's not called Broad Street. And well, if it is, it's called a different name when it's outside the
Crescent. A6 Crescent. Salford Crescent. Yes, Chapel Street.
Chapel Street.
Yeah. So that's
what I'm thinking of, Chapel Street. Yeah.
Where does
Northern Quarter, Fry Up or Hipster Brecky? You can get everything.
No way is it called Vimto Gardens. I didn't know that.
That's the name of it's a Latin thing, yeah.
Didn't know that. So basically, Chapel Street comes all the way into the centre of Manchester.
Yeah.
And at some point along Chapel Street, near one of the stations, it becomes Salford.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're just two cities just completely mushed together.
Because I lived on Chapel Street, literally like next to the cathedral. And it was the old Salford Town Hall. But you're literally 40 steps from Manchester. Yeah. Like, you cross that carriageway there, and you're in Manchester. Like,
where's Blackfriars here?
Just there, look, at the top, on the left. There.
Yeah.
Mouse is on it.
So that there, that's Manchester.
Yeah.
That's Salford.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got to get to there, haven't you?
That's not round Vimto Gardens, though. That's near here.
Yeah.
No.
That's behind one of the uni buildings on the way to Piccadilly.
Is it?
Yeah. It's round the back. If you're going from Factory to Piccadilly, like round the back way, it's like sort of past Gay
Someone
Village.
said, "Where's the best place to live in Manchester if you're moving there for the first time?"
It depends on what you're after.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's so like everywhere now because of the Met can get you into town and everything like that. Everywhere's expensive. Now. Yeah, anything with a Met stop is expensive.
Yeah, anything with a Met stop is expensive. Fallowfield is very studenty, and then that leads on to Withington, which is still very studenty. But they don't have a tram stop, which is weird. Like Oxford Road is kind of.
But it's got. Are you ready for it? The
magic bus.
The most serviced bus route in Europe.
That road has. Wow. I'm not surprised. You never stood on it for more than 2 or 3 minutes. Which one's that? Cornbrook.
Cornbrook is always hammered.
It's the middle of everything.
Yeah, Cornbrook's good. But yeah, it depends what you're looking for.
More than Piccadilly? I think you're lying.
I reckon it would be used more than Piccadilly.
It is because it's the middle of. If you're going to Very
If you go to the
Farquhar says
airport-
Clayton is lovely.
I've never been to Clayton. Is it not lovely? Is it the worst place?
Me and
What's
Cam,
the roughest
me
part
and
of
Cam
Manchester
drove
that
to
is
Gorton.
Oh, it's got to be Crumpsall or something.
Me and
Moss
Cam
Side used to have a
drove
bad
to Gorton
reputation,
to get
but
that,
it's Moss
Gorton
Side-
ain't great.
It's not great, is it?
Moss
No,
Side
Gorton's
has been
not
like
great.
pushed into from like
go there.
Moss Side's
Castlefield
gentrified
now,
as
isn't it?
fuck.
Yeah.
Best advice is move near 42s.
Because Moss
depends-
Side always used to have a bad reputation, but it's
Adam
basically
Patterson will agree.
Castlefield.
Yeah, basically the Didsbury has took over Wivington, Charlton,
Yeah.
and
He's
he's coming
chuckling
up
at.
Princess Parkway into Moss Side,
Yeah.
and with
We've
gentrification
got a free
and
kick,
stuff.
lads. We might. We're
Oh,
not
hang
gonna
on.
do a goal.
Let's chill.
We'll talk a bit of football there in a second.
We'll talk football.
This
for
is
a
the most
minute.
we've ever talked about Manchester, I think, on a video.
Well, it is the Manchester derby, you know. And if
know,
you don't want
yeah.
to
Do
talk
you know
about
what?
football,
It's well more relevant than it should be.
yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know what we were doing.
Fred's lofted it into the back stick.
Ooh.
Oh, we'll have a pen ref. We probably won't, but I'd have one.
Mate,
Matic looked like he got chucked over there.
Abbey A is rough. Yeah, Abbey A is rough. Gorton's rough.
Nah, it's not a foul.
it's soft, innit?
Not a foul.
Seen and given.
But yeah, the places with the sort of
you know, I can't
reputations
wait
for being
for
rough aren't quite as bad these
The
days,
most
are they?
exciting thing about Bruno Fernandes coming is someone that's going to go, give me the ball.
Oh,
I'm taking the free. I'm taking the
oh,
corner.
I'm gonna wear a belt
I'm
at
taking
weekend.
the free kick. I'm taking it, and we might actually do something. With it,
Where's
which is gonna be good.
the other place that used to have a bad reputation where it's kind of coming out from the university now and there's like a massive uni building there? If you're going up Oxford Road, do you know when you get to the unis, turn right. You can't really turn right, but it's not Russia. Is it Russia? No. I can't remember where it is now. Maybe it is Moss Side, but it's on across the big bridge. Oh, fuck knows.
Hume.
Yes. Hume used to have a bad reputation, and that's not...
No way did it. I mean, yeah, like Hume used to have the bad reputation because of the flats. Really interesting thing about those flats is they was the first place.
Keeper. Fucking hell.
Fucking pace.
Good
Great
tackle
tackle,
there.
lad.
Who's that, Maguire? Good tackle. Get in, lad.
Hume had these enormous concrete flats, like what the fuck did they call it? Walkway in the sky, shit like that.
Yeah.
Like there was a proper 1950s, 1960s projects in Manchester.
Yeah.
They were enormous.
Really?
They were like Soviet block level
yeah.
size of flats. I'll bring up a picture for you. Google Hume, Hulme. That's how it's pronounced. Hulme flats. And at the top of these, we used to go to Old Trafford when I was a fucking baby, man, 5-6 years old, because I think they got demolished in like 1990. So the fact I can remember the graffiti that was on these, because I remember asking my dad this. Oh, their hair's down. This don't look good. I went down a. Joe was talking about rabbit holes before. I went down a rabbit hole watching documentaries about them, looking at
Sisters
all of these.
flats, is that what they were called?
Were they called sisters?
I don't know. That's what someone's saying. Google it. You're watching this documentary.
I was trying to find a photograph of graffiti that I saw.
Is that him in the middle at the top?
Yeah.
What? That's proper like
Soviet era
Yeah.
fucking... Look at the
look
size
at
of them.
that. They're German as fuck. They look proper German there. Like you said, Russian, German.
Yeah, like Eastern
Chernobyl
European
style, isn't
yeah,
it?
mental. So
That's crazy. Okay.
pigs get the fuck out of here, some of the graffiti on it and stuff like that. Now, across the back of these, we used to drive. Do you know where Buzz Rocks is?
No.
I'm not talking to Buzz Rocks.
What is it?
Took everyone else in it.
A nightclub.
I'm not into Buzz Rocks.
No, it's a Caribbean chicken place.
Oh, no.
So basically,
the street, the one that does it on the street, the truck of it.
no, that is a different one.
Cool Runnings.
With the black and white photos
been
as
there?
well.
You've been Cool Runnings.
Imagine how many
It's
fights
good.
took place on that grass.
Right, so very quickly, these became just ghettoized.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the issue with these
Were
is
they
they...
council flats or were they privately owned?
I can't remember.
Right.
But the issue with these is they had electric heating.
Right.
Was it electric heating? Yes, it was electric heating because some fucking idiot, after they'd built them, so they had to get retrofitted, I think, with electric heating. They didn't come with electric heating. I think gas was an option. And then someone did a test. So they look like horseshoes, four enormous horseshoes.
Like two back to back, like stacked on top of each other, next to each other.
Someone did some sort of test and realised that if there was a gas leak and one of the flats exploded, because of the shape of the horseshoe, that they would all just completely collapse. So someone did that and went, right, they need to have electric heating in them.
Oh, God.
Now, electric heating in the 70s was not the fairly energy efficient shit that you get now, and people couldn't afford to put the heating on. So they just became an absolute ghetto of Manchester immediately.
Yeah. When did these go up? That says 78 there, so they're obviously then. Was that
I think it was like 60s to 90s, something like that. And there was a real bad project. There was minging. And I can remember the graffiti at the very top of one of them was "Killing smackheads ain't a crime," and I can't remember what the guy's name was, but it was like "Shorty is our hero," and you're like, "What the fuck?" And I was like 6, and it's imprinted. So, I can see it.
So they got knocked down, did they?
Yeah.
And then since then, Hume's sort of come up a bit.
Well, you've seen what it is now. It's like these 3-story sort of new build sort of things. They look all right.
And there is that massive university new building that's been put there in like 2 or 3 years ago. It's a lot of very studenty and seems all right around there now. But yeah, Hume and Moss Side were the ones you used to hear about.
Yeah. Hume.
Before I moved here.
My granddad, I don't know if I should say this. My granddad carried a shotgun around Hume when he was doing the lifts and stuff because all them flats had lifts in. And
you never knew what you were going to...
They weren't so nice to visitors, should we say.
Jesus. That's terrifying, isn't it?
Can you imagine having to carry a shotgun in your tool bag?
No.
Just in case.
Terrifying. He never said he pulled it out at all, but like he carried one. So.
Yeah. Also,
I don't mean get in trouble for that. He's retired. What are you going to do?
Yeah. And it probably it was a fake one. Yeah. So there you go. Doesn't matter, does it? Where are you all from originally?
Originally?
Where did you grow up, Steve?
Drolden.
Did you?
I was born in St Mary's on Oxford Road.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't really get much sound than that, does it?
Town, didn't you?
And then my mum and dad lived in Openshaw for a year and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you know when people go, I remember all this was fields. Well, where my mum and dad's first house was is now a field.
Is it?
Yeah, doesn't usually go the other way around.
No, you don't usually lose houses. What's happened? That looked like it could be a booking to me. Oh, no, not really. It looked like he got his shin.
Yeah, it looked like he nailed him, didn't it? I mean, he's gone in.
He sort of dives in a bit, doesn't he? But no, he doesn't really touch him.
It's reckless, though.
Yeah, it is a bit.
And then he moved to Droylsden, which is where my dad's parents lived anyway. They lived in the same house up until a few years ago.
Did they?
From 1961, I think.
No chance.
Sure.
Playing around with it.
Yeah, fucking about. Just a couple of lads having a laugh. Yeah, Hume Crescent Flats.
Come on, lads.
What's East Manchester like? It varies, to be honest.
You what? What's that?
What's East Manchester like? East Manchester's, you just look at Clayton, Droylsden, Openshaw. It varies. There's all right bits.
Yeah.
Same as everywhere.
I don't know that area at all. Fred with the ball in. Decent. Headed out. Matty!
Oh, game
on, lads!
Motherfuckers!
Yeah! Right, we're going to start talking football.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to keep doing what we've been doing. So it gets to 2-0, then we're on.
Nah, this is...
Oh, yeah, you bastard!
This is fucking worse now, isn't it? Because we're
in
it now. We're in it.
Expectations here.
Great goal, that.
Now it's here. Fuck's sake.
That was a proper Giggs goal, that. Just like, open your body up, slice,
he's got a strike on him, Matic, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has. That's a Giggsy finish.
He's absolutely twatted it, hasn't he? Oh, shit.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I thought he went in the opposite corner.
No. That's a great goal.
How the fuck's he beating him there?
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, bravo, you're well shit.
He was never getting anywhere near that. Posting in that.
It licks the inside of the post.
In the comments there, Matic only scores bangers. I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah. He does. Bangers and Matic.
Jesus Christ.
Mate, how good that Palace goal was fucking...
First goal since December 2018. Was that the Palace goal?
Yes.
Probably. Lovely goal.
Cheers, Josh.
Carry on talking about Manchester. Someone asked us a question, put us on a new tangent.
Is Sankey still in Manchester? No.
What? Sankey's?
Yeah.
That's about 200 metres away, isn't it?
It's gone now.
But then didn't they reopen it up like?
They reopened it about 5-6 years ago. And it
was
was
like about a month ago or something.
Was
it a last blowout or something?
Must have been, because it's becoming like coffee shops and that now.
That's our first shot.
William?
Because that used like Northern Quarter used to be horrifically rough, didn't it? But like 40 years ago, not 10.
Like here.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Yeah.
Like right.
Yeah, the landlord of this place has dipped in royal.
Yeah, yeah.
But Sankey's is.
Sure.
Yeah. They probably got Sankey's for £1 whenever they open that up.
And then it reopened again a few years ago because I went to a few parties there that were like.
Oh, where did I grow up on the steering wheel?
Around there.
On the east side. Right hand.
Right hand.
About halfway in.
Just a nightclub.
In between the City Stadium, the new City Stadium, because it wasn't there when I was growing up, and my hand.
Yeah.
If you draw a line from the city centre, just due east, out there. You sucked.
I'm American. Hello.
Hello, Americans.
Hello, America. You're allowed.
Yeah.
It'd be difficult, wouldn't
It's not 4 a.m.
No, it's like
It's easier watching sports in America, like from America, watching English sports than it is the other way around. Because you have
Depends
to
who
get up
you
at
are.
like 8 in the morning rather than stay up till 8 in the morning.
It's the northwest of England, the most successful footballing region of the UK. Oh, by a mile.
long
yeah,
way.
by fucking.
I mean,
loads.
even
long
Everton
way.
would be considered
Cheers,
a
mate.
vastly successful club in any other area
Yeah,
of anywhere.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's weird that, isn't it? I know,
Oh,
like
look, Liverpool have scored
Manchester-
against West Ham. Oh.
I know Manchester's always Manchester and Liverpool have always been relatively important cities, but like Birmingham was bigger. London's always been bigger. Like it's not always been.
See, this is why you need to read Soccernomics, because they've got a whole chapter on why. I'm going to throw some big words out here. Everyone ready? European democratic capital cities are not successful footballing. Don't have any successful footballing teams apart from now Chelsea. And the barometer for success that they're using is Champions League wins.
But Real Madrid, obviously,
It was a dictatorship.
so that doesn't count as a football team,
No, doesn't count as a European democratic capital city football team.
right? Because they're
Moscow.
owned by the royal.
Let's go through them, right? London, up until Chelsea.
Arsenal.
Nothing. It was written in
No,
2009.
In terms of European cups,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, none,
Edinburgh,
none,
Dublin,
No.
And Glasgow's got what, 2?
Lisbon.
How many times have Celtic won it? 1.
Yeah, but it's not a capital city.
No, but I'm saying compare it. It's not like Scotland has got 0. Is what I mean. Yeah,
Lisbon.
they must have won it. Have they not won it?
Sporting not as good
Sporting
as,
never won
as big
it.
as Benfica.
Oh, hang on. Benfica not won it.
Yeah, I think Benfica have won it.
Benfica,
Anyway,
definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have, actually. Madrid. Obviously, everyone loads, but it's not a democratic city. Paris. Rome. Vienna.
Yeah.
European
Yeah,
capital.
it's Milan
democratic
and
European
Turin
cities.
that's done it all in
Yeah.
Italy, isn't it?
So if you look at the most successful, Munich, it's not a capital city. Berlin is the capital city. It's done fuck
They've
all.
got no one.
In Scotland, it's Glasgow.
Is this just Europe or is this worldwide?
European.
Okay.
Go on,
Go on
Jesse,
then.
lad.
That's a
I'll
foul.
have that.
We'll have that, mate.
Oh, fucking
Are
hell.
you kidding me?
Amsterdam, though. What about that?
Oh, Amsterdam. That's
Yeah,
a
I
good
think
point.
Amsterdam was. they
Is that
did
the exception?
But has Amsterdam always been the capital of Holland?
Hang on, I might have to fucking.
I bet Netherlands.
My book's at home.
Berlin was shafted by the wall, to be honest. Good point. Yeah, that's a good point. But even so, the point remains.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is then? What do they say?
They
too
say it's something to do with the
diluted.
makeup of the cities.
Right.
And industrial cities.
Oh,
Jesus, that was
Well
ballsy.
left, lads.
Industrial cities like Porto and
Manchester.
Manchester and Liverpool and Glasgow and places
Munich.
like that. And yeah, I can't remember what the
a
reason
corner.
they give for Ajax was. They did mention Ajax in the
Yeah.
book.
Just because it was.
Was it democratic? Was it a democratic place or was it a?
kingship.
Did
I
well
can't
there.
remember what they said. They did mention it, but yeah, like obviously like Berlin and Munich and all the rest of the places like the. Or was it PSV?
Why are Barca so good?
I
then?
think that might have been the thing. The PSV didn't they not win cups before? No, they didn't. Did they?
PSV used to be really good.
Ajax won a few, didn't they?
Yeah.
Good lad.
Marcus Rojo's in the away end with the fans.
Cousins.
Mate, he's mint,
Good lad.
isn't
He's
he? He's got the flair.
Someone said,
Fishing them out like sweets.
yeah,
Like
why
that.
is Barca so good? Are we counting Catalonia as a country? I mean, it's technically
No.
Barcelona's not a capital
country,
city.
is
And
it?
Simple as.
Yeah. Regardless of whether you
And it's an
think it should
industrial
be.
city. It's a port town. So
Yeah. Usually
Well,
working
something
class
weren't
places
like.
are better
Isn't
than
the
upper class
origins
cities.
of most football teams like it was factories, wasn't it, and things like that?
yes,
That's a
and
lot of it.
that was a lot
So
of the way
that's
to
what
do with
it's-
it. And it was also they also really sweepingly generalised on like capital cities have much more for people to do.
Yeah, and
it's like, yeah,
cities
Like
is-
Lyon's a more successful team than Paris in France,
Yeah, yeah.
although European-wise they've not really been a success. But Marseille was a success when Paris wasn't. It's such a fucking good football book. I know I've bragged on about it so much, but like, oh my god,
1-1.
what a goal!
Is he offside?
I-
He's not, is he?
Is that offside?
It
It's
is.
got to be.
Oh
Hey!
my god!
It's happening.
It's going to be reviewed.
Yeah, there is VAR. Oh yeah, there was last night, wasn't there?
He's offside.
Nah, he's off. Yeah, he's off.
He's
Good.
off.
His ball played forward and he's offside.
I'd say
Is he level with the passer?
great defending.
Those are the rules, gentlemen. I fucking love VAR, me.
Yes, minting it. Unlucky lads.
Well, it wasn't in VAR. That was just
Good
straight
goal,
offside.
It
was a
was
good goal.
offside. He didn't need to be offside.
Look how easy they tore us to pieces, though. That was so easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So they fucking should with that team.
PSV was created as a team for the Philips workers. That's why they've been sponsored by Philips forever. Same with Wolfsburg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Well, and that whole city was made for Volkswagen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let alone the team. I told you 3 times this VAR. Sorry, Diarmuid. Sorry,
It must have got successful in the ballot.
Where?
Rojo.
He's wearing a jacket that matches his Bentley.
Yeah, do you think he's
That's
turned
ballsy.
up? Do you think he's turned up in his orange?
I
Bentley
absolutely do, yeah.
and just parked it right outside the front and said, "Right, I'm parking."
Orange coat, orange car. Fucking hell, he's not got much support here, has he? Come on, Brandon, get up.
Marcus was discussing going to the game. He was saying, I want to go to the game. We said, what if someone fucking jumps on you? He's like, oh, I'm going to go in the director's box. Like, he goes, I've never done it before.
Yeah, because if he went in the away end, there's not. Imagine if that goal had gone in.
Yeah, he said as he spoke to United about it, they was like, fucking what? And he was like, no, I want to know how you do it in the
sit down and have
the director's bit.
Yeah,
and
he literally
he's like, I'm not
just couldn't
fucking
do that,
thick,
could
am
he?
I? Jesus Christ. I was like, yeah, that's all you need, innit? Is like someone scores and then re-breaks Marcus's back.
I mean, Rojo's not that fit, is he? Like, to be...
I don't think he gives a fuck.
No, and he's going, who cares? Lindelof ball in the box.
Oh, wait,
I'm making 50 grand if Jay Lings gets a hat-trick. That's also known as losing whatever you put on.
Yeah, you deserve it, but it ain't happening.
So, we were saying, like, we've got Bruno in, but it's not been the best transfer window for us, has it? Considering we should have had a few more in. But City, they've been playing midfielders at centre-half, and Guardiola's like, nah, we're fine, lads.
I don't know if he has been. Well, to be fair, they haven't really been rumoured to be buying.
They've not been rumoured to be
Yeah.
buying. It's just, it makes a massive, like, the coverage of the two teams, like, compared to it. I mean, imagine if we were playing fucking Matic at centre-half for their entire season.
I know they're not going to win the league this year, but they're not having a fucking horrific season by anyone's standard. They're probably going to go to a final.
To be fair, for City stands the last 2 years, this is pretty horrific. Compared to what they have been doing.
Maybe they've promised him like
and they
$3
certainly
billion
need
in
a
the
centre-back. Like, I'm pretty
this
sure...
This cunt not got his whistle tonight.
Are you losing your voice a bit, Steve?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's not happy about
I
it.
do a lot of videos.
Yeah, Chelsea as well. Like, Chelsea haven't done... I mean, they were saying, oh, it's their big first window back and all this from it. And like, Lampard, who's he going to spend? Who's he going to get? No one, mate.
Imagine if we were playing Fletcher and Carrick in defence.
Yeah, oh wait. Yeah.
Which we did.
Oh, that was under the Glazers, so there you go.
Yeah.
Who can we get in before the Friday deadline? I don't know. Any of these lot in here, probably.
Yeah, I doubt anyone else is going to happen at this point.
I said yesterday, why aren't, like, how good would it be? Hernandez on a 3-month loan deal before the MLS starts. Surely that's something you'd go for.
Yeah.
Getting for next to, it would be fuck all.
There's so many players.
It would be like,
have you seen that Bruno Fernandes is on like 70 grand a week?
They said it's 70 grand.
Is he though?
It's going to be.
That's the Guardian saying that. It wasn't like.
Yeah, but it's 35 grand starting bonus per week as well. Probably.
Yeah, I mean it was obviously the Guardian don't get everything right, but slightly more reliable.
Where's Joe from? Bethlehem,
yeah.
Oh, Nazareth actually. Nazareth. Yeah.
What's happened to your throat? You were fine like fucking 2 minutes ago.
I screamed when Matic scored.
Coat it with some chocolate, Steve.
That's what I'm doing.
Coat it with chocolate.
And...
I'm from Worksop, which is a lovely mining town in Nottinghamshire.
Do you ever remember a kids' TV show when you was a kid that was set in Worksop about, was it Maid Marian? The little blonde one?
The little blonde one. Worksop was, it's been relatively big in Nottinghamshire folklore. It's right on the cusp of Derbyshire and Yorkshire and Nottinghamshire. It's like an hour and a half away in a car from Manchester.
I'll know it for Lee Westwood. That's all.
Yeah, Lee Westwood's from there. We had a
decent golf course. Worksop.
Bit of a murderer from.
Oh, it had Tony Robinson in it.
Maid Marian and a Merry Man.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's well older than I thought. It was 89 to 94.
Yeah, no wonder I didn't remember that.
Fucking hell,
Has anyone never noticed as well? Do you know on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes? Do you know shows that came out before the internet existed?
Got amazing results. Yeah, just because everyone's remembering them.
Yeah.
It was good.
Like if that came out now, it would not have 7.4 on IMDb.
The blonde one.
Oh yeah.
That looks like a different blonde
when
one.
Tony Robinson used to actually do acting in that.
He ain't done that for a bit, has he?
It was shit, but mint.
Yeah.
Loads of them shows.
Oh, yeah.
Like He-Man. You ever watched the He-Man back?
No, I never watched it at the time.
Fucking hell. It's never it's the same background for the entire show.
Is it?
It's horrific.
No, I've never
Half
watched
time.
it. Half time, lads.
Oh, I told you we'd be winning.
What do you reckon? He was in Blackadder, yeah, he was then, that's what I mean, but he don't do much anything now.
He just does Time Team exclusive.
Do they still do Time Team?
Yeah, do you know what?
They did one of them in Worksop.
When I had to do
Priory.
the morning feeds and the middle of the night feeds with Blake when she was newborn, Time Team's
It
always
was you
on.
that was being fed though, let's
It's
be
always
honest.
on.
Really? I used to like Time Team, it was good. Here we think we found the
We're
outline of
one-
a Roman settlement.
We're 1-0 up. How?
We're
Right,
ignoring
yeah.
it.
Manchester United are beating Manchester City with quite possibly one of the worst 11s to ever take to the field in a Manchester United shirt in the last 30 years.
And City have
and not just that,
400 billions
on
worth
the
of
back
players.
of like half of these players have been missing for 3/4 of the season. You've got people who've only made their debut in this season. Like it's wild.
It's ridiculous.
You've got De Gea who's in like the most indifferent form anyone's
Yeah.
ever been in.
You got like people like
and he's pulled off a
Matic
worldy save already.
who thought at the start of the season would never play for United again. Oliver Edwards says, Joe, can I use the clip from Late Night Live where you spoke about my manifesto in my campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'm not sure it's going to do you any good, like, but go
No.
for it.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll get you anything. Our front three is terrible, but that Matic screamer. Yeah, it was a good goal, wasn't it? Lovely goal.
What does Joe look like with a ponytail? Well, I think he had it on Sky this morning.
Sky Sports.
Yeah, well, it's more of a bun than a ponytail, but yeah, not far off. Sky Sports News, actually, in case anyone missed it. Who's Howden? I think it's a kitchen company. Thought Maguire was solid. Yeah, some good tackles in that first half.
There were one excellent tackle.
Yeah, on
One night, if I'm him now,
Sterling.
I'm going to the analyst guy. Excuse me, mate, just clip that up for us.
You send that.
And then I was going to stand in front of it and like that.
Check it out, lads.
Yeah.
Me that.
All right.
Do you know what's mad about analysis is how it's live analysis now at half time in the dressing room. Have you seen like the fucking DJ station that
Yeah.
City have got for their analysts?
And they're like,
No.
look
for
at this,
half-time?
and why are you
it's
doing this?
fucking amazing. So
Really?
basically, like they've got like a producer desk like this with as many screens like that Cam's got
It's like
there.
Diplo.
But then there's a
Running the
telly.
decks.
Let's just say it's there for argument's sake, like where our TV is in the middle of the dressing room. So Pep can be like, "Show me this, Bosh."
Did you see McGregor's camp when he had the DJ in the gym with it? He had an actual DJ in with him. If you watch the embeddeds, he's literally in the ring in the octagon warming up, and he goes, "DJ, just there, off you go." He does his own little set whilst fucking McGregor's. It's like 2 days before the fight, and you're like, "What is going on here?" And John Kavanagh said, "I had to tell the DJ to turn the music down."
Oh wait. Can we just get a look at this?
One shot.
Honestly, I love seeing stuff like that.
That
I love it.
I think we're in a FIFA game.
Yeah,
It's
fuck
mint,
it.
This is a FIFA game, innit? This is a game of FIFA.
Yeah, that's great. That's what you want to see.
But
We're
to be honest,
shit. We knew
the
we were
only
shit,
way
but
we're
we're
going to
winning.
beat this lot is by doing
Also,
it
how many
exactly like
times
that.
have United been on the opposite end of that scoreline and stat line in the last 5 years?
It's
Like we saw against
Burnley
Burnley
last
the other
week.
week. Like
Same thing.
you can't have it both ways. We can't get slagged off for being shit. When we're
James in
winning.
the comments says, "Imagine if we had McTominay, Pogba, Fernandes, and Rashford." I know that we would win for a fact because that's 15 players.
Yeah, exactly.
That's at least 10 more shots if they're in the team.
Wow, the goal expected goals for it is 0.78 for them, 0.08 for us.
There he is.
Should we have a little chat about
Look
Bruno? Are
at
we excited? Are we happy, lads? Are we glad it's finally gone?
Wait. Don't forget you're eating vegan food if we win the Carabao. When did I say that?
I think when you had a few rums,
I'm going to need to see video evidence for
We're
that.
not gonna win it, don't worry,
I
Steve.
definitely didn't agree to that. Someone go and find me the clip of that. Anyway, that's Bruno Fernandes. Doesn't it look like Ben if Ben had a disease?
Yeah, I messaged him.
If Ben
I
was a
messaged
bit
Ben asking
thin.
if he'd do a video for Late Night Live. I was like, "Hi Ben, no, we haven't spoken in a while. You look a bit like
Ben
Bruno
Adams.
Oh no, the other Ben who used to work here.
Ben
Oh,
Leaf.
right.
Yes,
Oh, it does look like Ben. Yeah, I can see that.
It looks like Ben Adams.
looks like Ben Leith. And I messaged Ben
I reckon
Leith,
between them, that is Bruno
yeah,
Fernandes.
Ben
He's their
Leith.
love child.
and he was like, "Oh, I'm at work. I can't at the minute." Fair enough.
I think he looks like Ben Adams from a distance.
Mm,
Do you know what we were going to do? Because I
hair.
can say it now because it didn't happen and
Oh,
the
mate.
Ashley Young thing happened well fast.
Well, should have happened.
Do you know how Jay, kinda from a distance and a weird angle, is Ashley Young's double?
From the back.
From the
behind.
back, yeah. Basically from like eyebrows up, right? What we were going to do is we was going to have me pick Jay up, throw an Inter Milan bag into the boot of my car, and then have someone film us. Basically, just drive to the airport in silence with him looking out the window like that and me not saying a word, no music on, nothing, just in silence. Drive all the way to the airport and then go and film like Joe the board with Milan and be like, there you go, gate 12. See you later. And then get in a car. We was going to do that as a little skit.
And then do full only fools and horses jumping around the car, shaking and everything.
Allegedly. So we was going to maybe do that and... We just didn't have fucking time.
We
it was
honestly
almost
thought,
like...
It's not going to happen, this. We're not going to sell someone. No. We've got no players. We wouldn't sell someone. That would be ridiculous.
We do keep selling players, don't we?
Yeah.
We do.
It's interesting, that.
But why is the rum gone? What a fucking line.
But why is
the rum that isn't gone?
Is petrol. No, it's petrol. It's not rum.
It is the Manchester derby.
You haven't actually tried this, have you?
Ronaldo said, does Alex ever leave? Ronaldo's asked, do I ever leave the studio?
If what?
Do I ever leave the studio? I do.
Fucking Christ.
Just have a sip.
No.
It smells like a swimming pool.
Well, I mean, you can taste it because we've tasted it. He needs to know what you're getting involved with.
That, you're over the limit.
No,
it's that
you're
fucking
not.
strong.
Yeah, you are.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You can have a little sippy.
So, in honour of the Manchester derby, this is Manchester still. Don't recommend it. We like our rum in it. It's safe to be said.
The design of it.
The design of the bottle is amazing. I think they put all the effort into that and not into the making of the product.
Yeah.
Whereas the Salford one,
I like how it's called Manchester Still. Like, yep, still Manchester. Don't worry about it.
I like the B. It's a better.
This is the Salford. This is the Salford Rum Company, and do you know what, lads? If you want to send me all the bottles of this, I'll fucking drink them.
Yeah, really good.
Really fucking good.
We'll do.
Really nice.
Probably in the top 3 rums I've ever had. Yeah. Might even be top 2.
We'll do some serious.
Definitely in the top 3, but might even be top 2. Beautiful. Smells great.
Yeah.
Tastes great. This petrol.
Very aggressive. The Manchester one.
Too aggressive.
It's harsh.
Too aggressive.
So
a super chat. Did Jesus get resurrected between you two? You've heard it all before, I'm afraid.
Get new material, man.
Yeah. Sorry if you knew, but he gets called Jesus quite a bit.
Yeah, someone called me Jesus last
night. And
night.
how do you know he looks like Jesus?
Yeah. He looks like white Jesus, though. Hey, that's me.
Rum needs to be gone for the end of the match. Oh, no.
No.
Because that would die.
Oh, that was messy at weekend. I can't believe Full Time Devils uploaded that shit.
It was just me giggling in the corner.
Just you and podcast, wasn't it? Doing a little.
Honestly, I reckon podcast, whoever he is, would have put more input into it because we were just.
It was a piss take. Is what I was sat like 4 inches from it. So
you should have just sat behind us and just. It was because they forced me to watch it back. Yes, I said I don't want to watch this back really, and you're just messing with it. Said this mic's not working. I went, Steve, it's absolutely fine. I said no, I've got to fix it. Like Steve, we're on camera. He said, yeah, don't worry about that.
And your phone kept going off as well.
I've got a text.
Oh, right. And apparently that's a Love Island thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they get texts.
Like that's the first time that's ever happened. Anyway,
it's funny. We'll do it again sometime, just not in the near future. Because
who fancies a Grand Mac? You've had one of them new Big Macs that are bigger than Big Macs.
Yeah.
No.
See,
I'm fucking annoyed with McDonald's at the moment. They've changed the.
Not texting you back.
They've changed the Big Tasty to have some artificial smoke in the sauce. It tastes like an ashtray. Like one bite.
It always had the artificial smoke in it, didn't it?
Apparently, whatever they've done, they changed the sauce, and now it's fucking gross. So disappointing. I loved it.
Colin, are you from
Romero in for the penalties. Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine. Now, how much would Ollie's reputation go up if we managed to get a 2-0 here, and then he brings Romero in, and obviously Romero just saves them all because
pure Van Gaal style, isn't it?
What is Ollie's reputation like in the morning? Does he do the?
I think whether he's better at penalties or not, I still think it's a great thing to do.
Because it just gets in the mind of the
we had it with
because he is good, and you'd be like,
I think
fuck.
If you can get one of your outfield players just to do a bit of practice at just saving penalties for a bit, because there's some lads that do it. Like Rooney, I reckon. Rooney, have you seen the pictures of him diving about? If you just say to Rooney, right, there's the gloves, lads, you're going in net for this, and they all kind of go, why is he? Imagine that
he needs to Conor McGregor shit talk him.
If you're the centre forward with that, your head's going.
Can you do that? You can just put any player in net at any time.
Yeah, you can just say he's the keeper now.
Yeah.
Have I ever eaten an ashtray though? I've eaten a lot of things in my time,
Can
my
you
friend.
do that?
What, eat an ashtray?
No, can you say to hey, you're playing at centre back, Rooney, put your gloves on?
I think as long as he's got a shirt on.
I think we have to switch shirts.
A book I've just been listening to because I didn't read it. It was an audio book, which is everything you know.
A book next to his ear.
Everything about football you know is wrong. It's titled. Yeah, a couple of things I knew. Not all of them. There was a couple.
Romero.
Was that the one? So I listened to so many fucking books. I don't even know which one it was now. No, it was a podcast actually about. It was talking about George Campos, the Mexican goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, lovely hair.
How he would wear a George Campos 1 like outfield shirt underneath his goalkeeper shirt because they would fucking sub it on another goalkeeper on after 75 minutes in all the games, and he'd go and play up front for a bit.
What the fuck? That'd be so good, wouldn't it? That'd be so good.
Can we do that with Paddock FC?
What of our goalkeeper?
But Jake's not George Campos, is he?
No.
Jake isn't the best outfield player.
Can Howson read?
No.
Of course he can.
No.
Can you get that in the background? Is that in the back of my shot? It's not, is it?
Of course he can.
No, it's not.
No, he's got loads of books.
There's a Learning to Read for Dummies book that he's pointing to.
Yeah. Don't bring the whole shelf
here we go.
over.
Prick. Yeah, these are all the books I haven't read.
VHS, innit?
This one's a colouring book.
They're not books. They're not books.
Should we go through some of Steve's
No.
books? Well, why not?
Can you do a reading from one of these books now?
I'll
Like
give you some
story
reviews
time.
because some of these I have read. Das Reboot by Raphael Honigstein.
You read it?
Belting.
Good.
Yeah, really good. It definitely got Lichtsteiner was definitely one of the sources for this book because he references him about every other paragraph.
Mertesacker.
Very relevant. 250 days. About the 250 days Cantona was banned by Daniel Story. Not read this one yet. Barney Ronay, how football nearly came home. About the Russian 2018 World Cup with England. Not read it yet. Edge, leadership secrets from football's top tinkers. By Ben Littleton. Not read that one yet.
Every 90 sticker book. That's what.
Football Hackers, the science and art of data revolutions. About halfway through that one.
It's a book club.
It's a little bit heavy. The expected goals philosophy. I just flicked through that to be honest. This is the one. Sir Alex Ferguson, the untold story of a football genius. That was by Dan Taylor, who was in here not long ago.
Read it?
The West Side. No, not yet. The West Side Barbell Bundle. I have read that. An Intimate War by, see what I mean? Like, all about the books, man. This is by Mike Martin, and this is basically the written oral. This is the oral history of Afghanistan written down for the first time.
Philosophy.
Talking about everything. Like, there's never been a written history of Afghanistan because it's an oral tradition country. So someone's actually gone and listened to those stories.
Do you get a name check in there?
No.
Oh.
My impact on Afghanistan was a bit smaller. Catch Wrestling. Read this one. This is about wrestling.
Is that what the lad just came in before?
Oh, mate. Thank you. Yeah, that was what Cam does. Red Print by Wayne Barton about United's identity crisis. Championship Manager 97-98.
I've read Lord of the Flies before.
This is a brand new one. I haven't read that one yet. And Bielsa.
Have you read it?
Not yet, no.
Should at least get promoted.
I have to get more audio, otherwise I don't fucking get a chance to listen to them.
There's Rojo, good lad.
Everyone taking pictures with him.
You read John Kavanagh's book?
Pete Bolton there. Whose?
John Kavanagh's book, Win or Learn.
No.
Very good.
I'm
not that into it. I'm like, I watch it.
Have you read
MMA? It's very good.
I'll get
Story
that
of
on
a Death
audio.
Foretold.
I'll bring it in. I've got your
That's good.
I've got your Goggins book at my house.
What's your favourite book?
That's
in
a
the
good
comments.
book. That is
This
a
is
good
getting
book.
highbrow as fuck.
Goggins is a belting book, and so is Walter Isaacson's biography of Leonardo da Vinci. Is fucking outrageously good. Heavy. Right, Janine made me go and read fucking stories to Blake to try and get her off to bed,
Is
right?
Da Vinci the most talented man of all time, maybe? He's up there in that very
It's him and
sort
Joey
of
Essex, isn't it?
handful. The great thing about that is, I didn't expect you to say it, but also, it's quite a dated reference now. Like, Joey Essex hasn't been, like, the go-to thicko in, like, 5 or 6 years.
Is it now him?
Yeah, it's Cam now, yeah.
Bringing Danny James on
coming
on.
Yeah, Joey Essex is great.
Oh. To be fair, Mason didn't really have a kick in that half, did he?
No pizza books, Steve.
Steve, have you read
Nothing
Captain
I need to learn about pizzas.
You read Captain Underpants, kiddo?
No.
I have. I've read all of them.
Hang on.
Have you read the...
I think Jaden's got that.
Have you read the Aubrey
Greenwood
Marcus's
injured,
one?
apparently.
The what?
Aubrey Marcus's, like, How to Live Your Life.
Nah, because I think he's a fucking turbo douchebag.
He is a bit, but there's a lot of, like, interesting stuff in it about how you should...
Paints his nails clear.
Like, how you should be eating and stuff, as I'm eating a crunchy chocolate thing. And it doesn't say you should be eating this all the time.
Goggins is amazing. The Goggins book is amazing.
The word Goggins always put me off a bit. No, it's just his surname, but just a bit weird.
No Jonathan Wilson books. I have got Angels with Dirty Face. See, this is my to-do list. These are the books that I'm trying to read at the moment. I've got my all the shit that's on the shelves behind me in my studio. I've read all them. And I've got another, how many shelves is there? Probably like 5 or 6 shelves with stuff on. That's my ones I've done. These are just the ones.
Someone said Tim Ferriss. I've got a Tim Ferriss book to read. I looked at it. It's like 800 pages. It's like, honestly, it's that. I was like,
has anyone ever read the Bible?
No.
Have you?
Heretic. Why are you trying to hawk your dad's fucking shit?
Heretic. It's the greatest selling book of all time. It's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's that and Harry Potter. And I know which one I'd rather believe.
Rude.
Someone saying, talking about how he invaded them and ruined their country. No, it's actually mostly talking about how the Russians ruined their country, actually, and the CIA and the pre-1900s Afghanistan. Mike Martin's also got a fucking excellent book on...
Connor's never read a book.
I don't know what makes me laugh at this in all caps. Lads, I've never read a book. Like, he's scared. Sorry. And it's talking a lot. The Why We Fight one is an amazing one, and it goes into the psychology of why daft cunts like me sign up and decide that they're going to go and fucking engage and kill the enemy.
You read both of Fergie since he retired?
Leading and
just his,
what's the other one? Is it Managing My Life or something like
like that?
They're both in there, so
both
that means they're done.
Is it Tribe Mentors or 4 Hour Chef?
It's
Tim
4
Ferriss
hour
one.
Series, 4 hours.
It's not the 4 hours one because it definitely would have been shorter than that. I think it's the Mentors one, and I just got a bit no.
House and you need to get on JRE. The problem with that is I'm not interested enough to go on the Joe Rogan Experience. How do you talk to someone like that for 3 hours?
Yeah.
What would be more intimidating, do you think? Having Roy Keane to come and talk about United or just being on Joe Rogan? I think they're both an equally intimidating experience.
Yeah, because they don't do enough with your lives, do they?
No.
No, because when
I haven't excelled in anything enough. I was an alright soldier. I was an alright rugby player, and I'm an alright fucking YouTuber.
Yeah.
And I haven't done either
You've
of
never
them
ran 250 miles without sleeping.
I haven't done anything that's fucking noteworthy.
That woman here, that Courtney DeWalter one, when she has it, and she beats people does these things by a day.
A day.
And you just like, and she just going, what did you eat? Tacos. How did you train? I just ran a bit. And you're like, what? No, you can't be that good.
Go on, Danny boy.
Time has not restarted.
Oh, we'll have a foul, lad. This is a fucking...
Yes.
Brian Cox on Joe Rogan was brilliant. Now, see what I mean? That's the sort of cat that
I've made Brian Cox a cappuccino.
Brian McDonald said, you could get high and talk about MMA with Rogan.
A flat white.
I would.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't be. I wouldn't be able to talk if I met David Beckham.
You didn't come in the shop.
Did you not?
Brian Cox would... That at least, someone says, go and talk MMA with him. I could do that. I could definitely do that.
Yeah. I
could probably talk enough MMA.
You'd have to be his mate.
He wouldn't think I'm a complete, utter fucking helmet.
You just have to be his mate. That's the only thing. That's... Because they're the people he gets on that aren't that interesting. You've got to be his best mate.
Of shit, yeah. Well, I don't know him, do I?
You've got to be really funny then, though. No offense, Steve.
Yeah. Don't take him.
But they're like 20-year professional comedians and stuff.
It's a decent ball.
Oh!
Harry.
Fuck. Should have scored that.
Yeah. Joe Rogan requires a lot of topics to talk about, a lot of guests, and not only that have you got to do with him as well. The thing that I spend most of my time doing, he's got less than zero interest in. So even to fall back on the thing that I might be considered worthy of talking to about, he don't like.
I've watched or listened to a lot of them. I just think he half goes football. Like we may have mentioned it once in his entire
Ian Edwards
time.
was talking to him about what Leicester did.
Yeah,
and I know Ian.
Yeah.
Ian, I was texting yesterday, but like he's not going to get him to talk about.
What did you text Ian about?
I can't tell you. It was the thing I was on about before.
It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
How to grow chives in very fertile soil.
That's the one. Yeah, that was it.
It's such a tricky thing.
It's ridiculous.
They just
and
like
scary.
it dry. Can you tell me what? Can you text me?
I have told you, you dick.
It's.
What does Rogan?
There you go. I'll get it.
He'll tell me.
Do you know why? Because he's put it in the.
Yeah, put it in the fucking group chat.
Oh, I will have checked it then. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I get you.
That one.
Lovely. Oh, very nice.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. And what are the chances of that happening?
We said we were going to speak to the doctors today. So.
Beauty. That's cool, isn't it?
Go and talk football. The corruption and history alone is enough. Would be huge for the club and your channel. It would be huge, but like, yeah, you can't. He's not interested.
The thing that Rogan does so well, which is mad, is that he doesn't talk about things he doesn't want to talk about, and which is crazy to think he is the biggest, probably the biggest podcast in the world.
The reason it's good is because he has genuine interest in whoever
and he only gets people.
He
doesn't
gets
just
his own
get
guests.
Because people say, why hasn't he had him on? So well, he doesn't
He's
want
not
to
like
talk
Jimmy
about it.
Fallon, where they just get whoever's got.
So, what are you fucking hawking this week, mate?
He gets his
That's
mates
it.
and people who he's interested in, which is why sometimes it can be a bit sort of one track. Like
He gets because
a lot of
he
talking
says the
points
amount
can
of
be
times I've
repeated
turned
sometimes.
stuff down where they've offered to pay me loads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Toby says, have I ever done a podcast on my basic training? Every soldier has stories. No, because even yesterday when I posted the Love United 8 Glazer sticker, which I posted on the side of an Apache helicopter in 2006, I still get people calling me a fucking baby killer and stuff. So
Yeah, no.
it's just not worth it. Like, I did what I did, and I served
Who's
what
the
I
lad next
served.
to Fergie's chatting to there?
Not sure. It looked a bit like a poorly looking Eamon Holmes. I mean, it did, didn't it? Yeah. I'm proud to have served, and I'm glad that I left when I left.
Guardiola's not happy, is he?
But that's that.
No, he's not. He's trying to get his players to actually run.
There's no. I've no desire to be fucking considered like a. Like I said, I didn't have a fucking military career that's ever gonna fucking.
It's a great show.
You know what I mean? I wasn't in the fucking SAS or anything like that, so there's no stories to tell.
Yeah.
I did 3 operational tours. Did Afghanistan twice and Iraq once, and I'm fine. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, I'm here.
We see you a lot.
So
You can't lie to us. Will Lingard stay for next season? Probably. Maybe not, actually.
I don't know. There's all sorts.
I reckon he probably will, but I wouldn't be surprised if he
People
didn't either.
slating him tonight.
No!
People slating him tonight. I think the touch has just been because he's not playing enough. Like they're the things you lose when you're not playing enough games.
Chris says Rogan's a cool brother.
I
don't even know what word I was trying to say when I said brother.
When was that?
It was on the podcast the Sunday. I think I said listen here, brother.
Listen here, brother.
If anyone's got a clip of that, if you could send it to any one of us on Twitter. Yeah, but I don't even know which video it was on. Was it on the Watchalong? Was it the review?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They all kind of blurred into one, didn't they?
What about Keane on the Joe Rogan podcast?
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work.
There's no point.
Because Joe doesn't know who he is.
Who are you and why are you so? Who
No.
are you and why are you so angry? That would just be the
That's
start.
both of them
No,
to
no,
each
wait,
other.
wait, right? You're right, Keane. I'm Joe Rogan. Say something in Irish.
I'm right. No,
Yeah.
I don't do an Irish accent.
Okay.
No, he can do an Irish accent.
Do an
There
Irish
you
accent.
How are you doing?
go.
You ever tried DMT?
What the fuck is DMT?
You should try DMT.
Yeah, I know.
And you should have your own podcast.
Yeah, you should have your podcast.
And you absolutely should have your own podcast. Can you imagine the Roy Keane podcast?
What would it be called?
Fuck you, and here's why.
Yeah, that'd be it.
Worst play you've ever seen and why? In what context? Is in this or just on people
Glad who I used to
playing
play at
football?
school with called Ashley who was absolute garbage. But
'Cause
he was a good guy.
There's some people in this office, and I reckon Skamer's not the worst, that sometimes you go, I don't get. He's not as bad as some other people. He's not great.
Pretty woeful.
What about Joe Rogan as his guest on the Joe Rogan podcast? Now, if you search Joe Rogan as a guest on Joe Rogan. Is it
and
Ro?
it's scary.
Is it Ro Jogan? Is it? I think it might be Ro Jogan.
Joe
on
Rogan meets Ro Jogan.
Yeah, go and have a look at
that. In the Premiership.
What?
I don't know, because like there's been someone who's come in for a day. Ali Dia and people like that.
Who was the lad that Arsenal signed that all kicked off?
Fabregas.
No, not him.
I don't know.
Oh, what was his name now?
Frimpong was pretty trash.
No, it was before then.
What's Gary Lineker's tweet on the Bruno announcement?
I don't know. Can you find that? Cameroon.
Do I do CrossFit? Not officially.
People talk about Bebe. I don't even think he was the worst player I've seen. Like, he's actually had a career in a top league. Not that he was any good for United, but there's a lot of players who have played like one game and then never played professional football again.
Yeah, and shouldn't. What does it say? Another big signing. Your reward will be to have your houses attacked by idiots with flares. It's nothing to do with you knowing him, is it, Gary?
Does he know him?
They're on pictures together, aren't they? They live right by each other.
Does Gary live in that way?
I mean, it was a bit far.
It was a bit far. Like, it's ridiculous that grown men are actually doing that. What are you doing? What are you doing, lads? Get back, kick him.
Well done, Matic. Matic, can we say, has been excellent today? I think Fred's looked slow on the ball and he's lost it a few times, but Matic has been very good.
When was I in Iraq? I was in Iraq in 2008.
On holiday?
It was not a holiday. I was saying to you guys, though, recently, I've just been absolutely down the rabbit hole with Generation Kill, which was a miniseries that came out in 2008, actually. Fucking hell, I'm ready to go back, man.
Are you actually, or do you think you get there and you're
I kind of wish I fucking died in battle.
It was hot, wasn't it?
It was hot.
Yeah, like, was it fucking... I bet did people stink? Right. Like, when you were out, you go out all day...
I don't ever remember smelling people. Yeah, I think you just become accustomed to it. Do you know what you could smell? On some of the camps, there's open shit pits where they're processing your shit. Oh. You don't even know. That's open all you can smell. No, just like there's a smell.
Yeah, poo.
There's actually a meme going around in the military community.
Oh, it's a booking that.
That's got to be a yellow card.
And he's kicked the ball away. That's two bookings.
Send him off.
Shit house. Yeah, there's an aerial view of the shit pits, and they're like a brownie red colour. And it says, if you know where this is, we can be friends. Like, not only can I smell that picture.
Oh, God.
Minging,
that must have been horrible.
Bubbling.
In like 35 degrees as well, isn't it?
35?
On a good day.
Yeah.
35. Do you know when you're cooking a pizza at home?
Yeah.
And you open the oven, but you're still too close to it, and you get hit in the face.
Yeah, and your eyes bleed.
Right, yeah.
It's that.
Well, that.
With a jacket on.
That. Let me finish.
Sorry.
Tony.
When you get a chance to sit down,
yeah,
after you've been fucking mooching around for hours, you sit down and you pull your body armor forward like that to try and get some air into it, and that is the blast you get hit with of your own fucking hot air that's cooking you inside.
Is it? Do you ever get used to it at all? Like when you're there for whatever 6 months?
I don't know. I can't go in the cold anymore. I'm horrific in the cold.
Oh yeah.
I volunteered to go to Iraq in the December. Because I was fucked off with how cold it was here.
Right. That's the best. That's the best reason to go.
And my gaffer phoned up our little office and was like, I mean, imagine this is the ultimate dicking, isn't it? It was like,
Jesse, man, come on.
I'm like, Corporal Howson, sir, and he's like,
oh bollocks.
Howson, I need 8 names.
No,
shit!
No.
He scored that now, and he's surely.
No.
Oh! How much did he fuck that up?
Come on,
Jesse, very poor there.
That was all Jesse.
Howson, I need 8 names by 3 o'clock. I was like, all right, what for? And he's like, to go to Iraq. What for? And he's like, 4-month tour. Fuck.
4-month tour, like it's like the rugby lads.
Yeah. When? Like,
come on, you
fucking 6th of January or something like that. You're like, it's the fucking 3rd of December. That's like 4 weeks away.
That's quick, isn't it?
So I was like, okay. So I put the phone down. I went, who wants to go to Iraq? And everyone just starts checking their feet out, like, fucking hell. Right, I'm not dicking you because if you die, I'm not having that on me. So I need fucking names.
Yeah.
And I went, well, I'm going, so who else is coming? And then I got the names.
People.
Phoned the gaffer up. And he was like, right, cheers. He's like, right, you're on a pre-op deployment training, like fucking Thursday. Get your shit together. Have a nice Christmas.
By the way, that player I was thinking of was stepping off. Stepanopoulos. What's his name? Stepanopoulos. Whatever his name is. Stepanopoulos. That played
Oh,
for
was he a
Arsenal.
centre half?
He played.
Have you heard the Magic Sponge podcast about how he got signed?
That's what I mean. It's madness how bad he was. That's what I mean. When you think of the worst.
If you don't know what they're talking about, was it Ray Parlour, Tony Adams, and somebody else?
And Ray Parlour just went, this lad turned up.
Was it Keown? No, Keown was fuming about it, wasn't
he? It was Merson. Was it Merson? Because Merson did a few just as a presenter, didn't he?
So, in a nutshell, basically, they played, was it a friendly? Was he on trial? Something like that, maybe? And the lads just, it was like, this guy's well shit. Let's go and fuck the boss about by standing behind the boss in a training match and keep going, fucking hell, new lad's good, innit? When he does something obviously wrong. Oh, I tell you what, if you don't sign him, you're mad. And then he signed him, and they're all like...
Who was the boss then?
Wenger.
Oh, no.
He played in the game when United beat him, like, what was it, 6-2 when we beat him?
6-1.
6-1. It was 6-1 at Old Trafford, and we scored like 5 in the first half.
Yeah.
He played in that game. So funny.
That's mad, isn't it?
Then Magic, by the way, then Magic Sponge podcast were some of the best.
Oh, those were the best.
I'd love to.
They were so good.
I'd love to do now with some because none of the United players.
Good turn, Naruman Bissaka there. Good dummy.
But like the one with the Graham Stack one is one of the funniest ones I've listened to. He nicked the bus on a team trip for Arsenal.
David Bentley.
How funny is that?
He's off his fucking head, isn't he? Is it David Bentley?
Yeah, David Bentley. Because I think David Bentley's a lot better than people. Because I think he was one of them that
he just didn't want to play footy, did he?
He didn't want to do it. No. But them podcasts are absolutely mint.
Listening to him about England training and how little of a fuck he gives when he's in the England squad, and like, stop doing that. He's like, nah.
He said that. He said he was in a reserve game for Arsenal. And like he got a free kick or something. He stood over something from 40 yards away, and this lad comes and taps him on the shoulder and said, "You take it, I'll just pass it short." And he went, "Fuck off, mate." And he's hit it in the top corner and turned around to him again. "Don't you ever fucking tell me how to play football ever again."
Because he had a ping on him, didn't he?
Yeah. The thing, what and like they said, he got compared to Beckham because he got thrown out on the right wing as just like because Bergkamp was there as the number 10. And the only place he was getting was you're going out on the wing, mate. You're not playing in the 10. So he kind of got put in that. He kind of put in there. And because he looked a bit David Beckham-esque, everyone's like, he's going to be the new Beckham and all this. He was never going to do that. He wanted to be the number 10, but what's that?
Laurie Whitwell saying that Lingard's getting an absolute slagging from Solskjaer and that he might be coming off for Pereira. Yeah,
oh, right, because that's a fucking upgrade, isn't it? Jesus.
I know.
And that's the problem at the minute. He has been shit, but just like...
Yeah,
there's not many other choices.
Lingard isn't definitely better. Pereira isn't definitely better, is he?
No, Pereira's more likely to go one-on-one with a goalkeeper, try and chip him and just put it in his hand.
How is that fucking handball from 6 centimetres away? Fucking hell.
And he says he's supports Man United. I think he's like...
What? Solskjaer said if you lose the ball one more time, you're off. To Lingard, and it looks like he lost it.
He's in the bad books, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, there's no way.
He had a chat after everything that because that article he did for whatever Lingard put himself back into. Everyone kind of had that week where they went, "Do you know what? Let's give him a bit of slack and all that." And he had a couple of good performances. The Tottenham game, the City game.
Yep. Then Sam Raiola. Actually, Sam Raiola 3 months ago. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, but then all that came out. He's had a few bad games. And I think, to be honest, he got played in games he shouldn't be playing. Like the Watford game, he shouldn't have been playing.
Loads of our team have because we don't have a fucking squad.
The Watford game, he shouldn't have been playing. But he's just like, he's not helped himself.
Great response to everyone from the first Stretford Paddock video on my channel as well. Cheers to everybody for that. We are still taking players, admins, coaches, everything. I'm going to order the kit this week.
Lovely.
Can't wait for that.
Yes.
It is lovely, isn't it?
Lovely.
It is going to be sponsorless because Alex can't do his fucking job.
No, that company just don't want to deal with anybody.
Sounds like an excuse, doesn't it?
It's definitely an excuse. It's a good one, though. That's a foul.
James has gone down every time.
Oh,
Martial, keep the ball, lad. Well done.
That had to be better.
Just go over the top if you're going to do that. You can't just pass it straight to him.
What's the rum name? Oh, I come up with one the other day, actually, for the rum. And I was thinking, what about Howson's Gun Rum?
Gun rum. I don't mind it. Where's it going to be made? Florida?
Flowrider.
What kind of gun? Is it going to be a gun on the front?
I think it's got to be made with a couple of guns on it.
Which guns?
Big ones. Big fucking angry ones.
Big angry guns.
Yeah, big angry guns. Love a big
Looked
angry
offside there.
belt-fed motherfucker. Could you call it that? Belt-fed motherfucker rum?
Yeah, definitely.
Come on, the lads.
Go on, lads. Here we go. This is the one. It's gone out wide. It was a bit of a slow ball from Fredge. Marshall on the left. We're going to cross it. No, he's going to twat it.
Blast it.
No.
What colour's the kit going to be? Is that a serious question?
Hope. Howson's 50 cal rum. Ooh.
Makes me sound like an Arsenal fan. Not really. They don't own the rights to the word.
He's off. There you go.
50 cal rum. I did think of that, you know.
Did you fire any
It sounds
50
like
cal
it's got
guns?
to be
Not in anger.
50
yes.
calorie.
I fired them on the range.
50 calorie
50
gun.
calorie rum.
That's a good point.
14 stone and a D.
Yeah, each shot is 50 calories. Lingard looks like he's pissed off, doesn't he?
He's not good enough. He didn't play well enough. Sorry, mate. Come on, let's get one more.
Is he going down the tunnel?
No.
Oh, no, I thought he was going straight down the tunnel then. He did look for the rum.
Howson's Devil Barrel. That sounds like an awful term for your like testicles or something, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Show us your devil barrel, lad. I don't like that. It scares me.
Stretford Paddock eating all my data with the live streams when I'm at work. Love
Nice.
it. Just hit the button and put it down to like 480 or something.
Yeah.
And if you are on someone else's Wi-Fi, then hit it up and watch us in beautiful, crisp 1080, 60 frames a second. Enjoy that shit. Oh, crisp, smooth. Love it.
You think Fred's been good tonight? Someone talking about his consistency. I think.
Yeah, I
good.
think it's been a pretty ordinary performance from most, apart from possibly Matic, who's obviously always going to have a lot of trade tonight. Outside of that, it's fairly ordinary for
The Hayes had a
most.
couple of good saves.
Yeah,
but
O'Doyle's been
nothing.
good. I think even other than the goal, Matic has been good. I think Harry Maguire's looked decent as well.
Look, to stop this lot scoring, you have to be half decent. Because these aren't bad.
No,
Love to slag them off loads, but they aren't bad.
they're pretty good.
Not bad.
Decent team.
Not bad.
Not bad.
What happens if it does?
I manage a liquor shop in Sydney. Send me a bottle. I'll put it in. Mint.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Get in touch. I mean, I don't know what it's going to have to just be a limited run of whatever in it.
Yeah,
Whatever we
like
can do.
16 bottles or something.
Yeah.
I'm listening to this in 144p. I'm at work in California, and they got good Wi-Fi. in
Miss
California.
England. Yeah, you don't when it's as cold as it's
Do I think Matic will go into summer? Sounds like they're going to offer him another year. I think he'd be an excellent player to have around in a squad and good experience. He's one of the few that's actually won a fucking title in this
Yeah.
squad.
Yeah, exactly.
And we need that. Brandon's had fucking naught to do with the ball at his feet tonight, has
He's
he?
hardly touched it.
Do you know what, Matic, when he's not had to play, he needs he's not fit enough to do a normal. And I think that was the problem with. They brought on David Silva, we brought on Andres Pereira. Anyway,
There's the difference,
there you
isn't
go.
it? Look how fucking giddy he is. He's off his fucking tits, isn't he,
Pep.
Pep? Yeah.
Yeah, he loves it. He definitely has a lot of like pro plus at least.
The
doesn't
thing with
he?
Matic was that he just got
Fat, greedy Johnny Cash lines.
he played too many games, didn't he? Like when he got into Mourinho, Matic, and he
He
just
got run into the ground.
and when he had that,
World Cup, was it?
did he have an injury while
post
before
Euros.
Oli?
Was it Euro?
Yeah, it's like 2016, wasn't it, when they won the title?
Yeah.
And since then, he played like 50
Yeah,
games
he had
a
a
season for like
ridiculous
4
and he
years.
shouldn't be. He's not.
Conundrum.
Not bad. That's what we need. Barcelona really rejected 85 million for Richarlison. Got rejected. Yeah. He's their best player, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jinkies.
Jinkies.
Jinkies. He is their best player, Everton, and one of the few players who actually can get him a goal. Like, they really have struggled for goals for 10 years, and he's one of the few who can actually score for him, so I'm not surprised that they're willing to keep him, although they're trying to keep him at all costs, because even though he's probably not worth 85 million, who are they going to replace him with? Especially now. That makes sense.
Yeah, 2 days before the window shut.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm nervous here. Getting a bit, just starting to think about the game a little bit. That's poor
little
from
bit.
Pereira.
Well, that's on you, that.
I know, I shouldn't have done it. I should have stopped watching.
Which boroughs of Manchester should we talk about next? Fuck off, get up. The lateral movement on Aguero is filthy.
Mental in it. The way like goes across like the front of the centre backs and stuff. And
he moves
twists.
better sideways than most people run forward.
Crap.
There's a question there. How come no one's got in for Werner? I'd love admitting that. Do you know what? People probably do, and probably they just go, "What, our best player? Yeah, we're not selling him
Isn't he
yet."
meant to have like a really low buyout clause? But again, obviously not.
I don't know.
Maybe people don't rate him.
Like, people are asking me, if we win, is this table getting flipped? It's not even entered my head that we're going to win this game.
No.
Because I told you we went from here
If
to
it was 2-0, if it was 2-0,
if it's 2-0, I might start. Might do a belt loop.
I think City are going to get a goal at some point. I can't imagine them not.
I said 2-1.
Yeah.
I still feel like 2-1. I'd be amazed if we get a clean sheet here.
Yeah.
And I'd be amazed if we pull out another goal with the fucking 11 players we've got on the pitch.
We've not really touched the ball in their half in the last...
We are ordinary, man. We are ordinary. We're an ordinary fucking team.
And we are clinging on.
Yeah. They've not had loads of chances, City.
And that's it. Werner's going to Munich. To be honest, there's a good chance he's already signed, sealed, and done for Munich.
Fucking right, yeah.
Because Lewandowski, for as much as he's scoring, they're going to look to replace him sooner or later.
Good tackle. Contract expires in the summer.
Hey, do us a favour if you're fucking buzzing that we've signed someone. Like the video.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. Like the fucking video. If you're excited that we signed someone, like the video. And let us know what's the odds he could flop.
Oh, don't talk about that. 26% possession in the last 10 minutes. Yeah, fine. That's what you expect, really, isn't it? Not quite 26, but...
Yeah, because the thing is, he might not even flop, but the expectation of him now is he's going to come in and
if he don't get top four...
If there's not literally his own spotlight on him when he plays, then he's failed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Look at the movement of this City team. It's fucking
Wan-Bissaka again there.
Because you have to look at it. It is part of... We've got to get the players around him as well first. You know, he's not just going to walk in and do everything on his own. This is... You know, for as much as this, it's taken a long time and should be moving quicker. It's still meant to be a long-term project. It's still meant to be.
Yeah, do you think
2 or 3 years time kind of thing for all this to kick into gear? So you might not see the best of him for a bit.
Do you think he'll start against Wolves?
No, maybe on the bench.
50% chance because look, everyone else is exactly fucking in tip-top condition, aren't they? That was a right dig. Is that Kyle Walker?
Yeah, he got some right power.
I think if he starts against Wolves, it's in the 10. He's definitely not starting in the 8. He's got to be given some kind of...
Yeah, it's going to be Matic
and Fred. Matic and Fred are going to start against Wolves. If they play him, he'll
tempted
be
to throw him in the hole, though. Give him zero defensive responsibility. Just say, create something.
Do what the fuck you want, lads.
Yeah, just figure it out, lad. If we could do the impossible here, get another goal and eventually get this through, fucking hell, we're in a final.
Cam, can you block anyone that says goal when there's not a goal? Because it's really fucking annoying. Nope.
No, he's not standing on Paddock.
Because it's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, we've not looked like creating anything second half, have we?
That's a good question. Will Joe continue late night live after the window?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's going to be one night a week. That's the current plan for it, but we'll see how it goes. But I think hopefully Friday nights would be seemingly the best night for it.
What the fuck did De Bruyne do then?
Just sort of glided it,
mate,
didn't he?
I couldn't draw what he did then, let alone do what he just did.
I need to not look at the comments.
No.
It's getting to that tasty time, isn't it? Where fucking hell, he hit that, didn't he? Do you know what? Maguire bent down. If he'd have got his head on it, he puts it away.
Yeah.
He actually fucking sends it home because De Gea was gone the other way.
Why are we playing out from the back here?
So you're going to fucking ping it up to Dan James? Oh my God. That's horrendous. That is the worst thing I've ever seen. How have you not scored, City? Are they throwing this game? That's 3 times they fucking done that. Put us out of our fucking misery, lads. Christ.
Come on, the lads.
This is mental, isn't it? I don't know how they've not... Yeah, like I said.
Put 5 passes.
Yeah. They've had so many chances in good areas.
I don't think my heart could handle penalties, by the way.
I don't think we could handle if we got another goal.
No.
Does 2-0 take us to pens?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I could handle that.
There we go.
How many shots have they had now?
A lot.
Plenty, I think is the number. Plenty of shots.
Plenty.
Certainly more than we've had.
What was Harry Maguire doing?
I don't even know what he's trying to do.
Here, though.
Yeah, he recovers well, but I don't know why I think you don't just shoot as soon as the ball gets to him.
Tell you what.
But yeah.
No one piss test him. He's fucking nuts, isn't he?
He must have more Red Bull than you.
Yeah. He's nuttier than squirrel shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a strange intensity to him, hasn't he?
Somehow. Go on, Andreas, lad. That's a great tackle.
Yeah, again, Cam, if
Sounds
people
like
are saying
one
goal,
man's
can you
coming
make sure they're just not?
I'm not sure.
Just hide the comments that say goal when there's no goal. There are 2 or 3 minutes, like 30 seconds
It's
ago.
hard because you have to wait a little bit to just double check, but...
I'm just going to not look at the comments now, because I'm actually getting nervous now, which is just stupid. Stupid idea, getting nervous, isn't it?
Steve's making some noises.
I know what I'm doing.
You're getting nervous a bit.
Yeah. It's your fucking fault.
I know, I'm sorry.
Talking about the game, we could have been sitting here talking about the
We could have
finer
still been
points
talking about Charlton.
of fucking Bredbury and fucking shit like that. Nope. What? Number 1?
What in the...
That was Joe, that, before anyone blames me.
That was no one. No, nothing happened.
Joe, Jesus
I don't even
Christ.
think anything happened. Wan-Bissaka on the ball. Dan James, United holding the ball in. First time Wan-Bissaka's touched the ball in their half.
One player in the box.
I know.
Yeah, we
You
can't
see the
exactly
other
just
week that
cross
Is
it.
Ashley-
Tony Marshall still on the
Turn.
pitch?
Yep. He's not touched the ball, like.
I
Shoot!
haven't fucking seen him in half an
No,
hour.
don't shoot. It's Luke Shaw.
Time.
Oh, Fred.
No, you shoot.
No,
You're
no,
not allowed.
no. You have to try and beat a player, lads. You can't just pass it sideways forever.
We can't pass it better than City.
Oh, we just went too... That's a foul.
No, that's what you call a tactical foul, lads, and I like it.
Oh, he's already been
It's gone.
booked.
Who's been booked?
Oh, shit.
Who was that?
Matic.
Bollocks.
I didn't know he'd already been booked.
When did he get booked? In there? Ah, well.
Then that's stupid, isn't it?
Well,
And that's that.
Yeah. I mean, if we didn't have any fucking chances before, we're going to struggle now. He's been good as well.
He has. Does that mean he's out for the weekend as well?
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God, that's so soft. That's not even a yellow.
It is, though, isn't it?
It might be a foul. I don't think it's a yellow. I don't think he trips him.
Balls.
Shit.
Matter was coming on. I doubt they still make that sub now.
No, probably not.
What do you do, though? I mean, we
What
still
do you
need a
do? I don't
goal.
fucking know what
Yeah,
you do.
because we have to go for it, don't we? Like, it might end up being 3-0 now, but... 3-1 or something, but we actually do have to try and score.
I reckon they leave this for another 5-10 minutes and then just
Oh,
fucking go
Michael
for
might have just coined a phrase here. It's a Serbian brace. A goal and a red card.
it. I like that.
It's like a Steve special, but different.
My mate's just texted me saying there, City have done this. City have done enough of them fouls today and not been booked. And Matic has done 2 of them.
That's the game, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, the amount of times that Dan James has been, like, chucked on the floor and not been given fouls against him. I mean, it's hard to know, though, innit?
Sam says, having never been to Manchester, can you pick out a City fan walking on the street? You can. They're a paler looking crowd. They are, aren't they, though? You never
Usually,
noticed?
yeah.
Not really.
They are. They're a paler looking crowd.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Like,
Avoid any sort of
See,
like.
Bayer would be a good
red.
shout to bring on now, just to go and boot people and just have a bit of carnage.
Put him up front?
Yes. Because put him in the 6 and just say, right, mate, just
No,
do what you
put
want.
him up front because he won't have a fucking clue what he's doing. So anything he does won't make sense. So no one will be able to pick his runs up because he'll be like, what's this mad cunt doing?
Matt's still coming on. Forget that.
All right. Is that our third sub? It is our third sub, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because City are absolutely
Good
dancing.
tackle,
Tackle,
Luke
lad.
Shaw. Luke Shaw coming on.
He's not going to book him there. He basically called you a cunt, you shit house.
Nah. Trying to get a corner for that. Clearly not.
Matt's coming on for Luke Shaw. Okay.
Yeah.
4-4 fucking 2.
I mean, nothing makes sense really because City just attack with 9 players. So
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what you've got there.
no
does
matter
it?
what fucking shape you're going to go in, it don't really.
It's not like we've
Look
stopped
at them.
them.
Look at the crowd. Look how pale they are.
We've not stopped them making chances either, have we? Really? Like, we've done all right, I suppose, but they've had plenty of very good chances.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
I mean, Has anyone got the fucking stats up for that? How many shots they've had?
No, we can get them though.
It's a lot.
Have a look.
It's a lot. Have we had another shot?
I can't think.
Yeah, Martial had one from like 30 yards that trickled into keeper's
yeah,
end.
that one. Here we go. We've had 4 shots apparently. 2 on target. They've had 12.
Only 4 on target. I say only
Are
4.
these stats right?
Yeah, Google are pretty sharp with that kind of stuff.
Seems like they've had more than that. I mean, to be fair, that one a minute ago where
How many times James has gone down, right? In the exact same manner that
And he's just
that
not
foul
given
was just given them for a fucking yellow card. It's a lot of bollocks, mate.
Yeah. To be fair, he's leaving James very high up still.
We need to get a goal.
I know. But we've only got 10 of us now.
Was Greenwood injured, does anyone know?
He
Half
had a
time.
bit of a knock and...
See, that's the issue that we're in now.
And the
no
thing
other
is,
striker. If he is injured, we are fucked.
Yeah.
the thing is as well is that he didn't get a touch of the ball. I think James off the ball.
Yeah.
James off the ball probably does a bit more graft, doesn't he?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
you
knew someone would do it, didn't you? It's not like it's not a shock, though, is it? Yeah.
Apparently, there's a lot of Munich gestures in the crowd at City. It's happened every time I've been.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
a fucking shock.
No,
It's just like
yeah, not a surprise, is it? But yeah, I think maybe...
And on that, can you spot a City fan walking down the street? Right, me and Ben was leaving the Etihad, 2013, 2014, something like that. It was before I was on YouTube or anything like that. Walking across the street, I had a grey hoodie on and blue jeans. Right, so clearly wearing everything looking United. Walking across the street, someone goes, "Fuck off, you Munich cunt," and you're like, "Fucking what?"
Well, they just knew.
Yeah. You're just like, what the fuck?
at that point we were just happier than them as well, weren't we?
Yeah, maybe you're just happy. Oh, they'd won the league then.
No, we got beat 4-1 at the time. It was the one with Rooney with the bra on his head. Maybe
Oh,
I
that
had
was
that.
the Moyes
Maybe I had
year.
a fucking face like a slapped ass.
was the
Maybe it
Moyes
was
year.
them. Yeah.
The Moyes era.
Yeah.
What an era, eh? Like Julius Caesar, that guy. That's a nice.
See, we
collision.
probably get booked for that.
Luke. Kyle Walker gets booked, but for Man United instead.
We got the ball there.
Aren't buttons meant?
Yeah,
They were better than they should be.
What
I
do
never
you
liked
rank higher,
chocolate.
though? Do you rank higher the milk chocolate buttons or the Milky Bar buttons?
Milk.
Because they're both outrageously good, aren't
Well,
they?
considering you ate all the Milky Bar buttons, I think you know where that went.
Did I hear more?
Don't think I got any.
Where's the box?
I don't know.
I'm
What
not
was
the
that
biggest
saying
fan
then?
of Watchalong.
What was that? Missed that. Yeah, so he maybe had a couple more
Should one of
fouls.
us read it out?
Yeah, apparently Match's committed 5 fouls of United's 9 fouls tonight, which equates to 56% of those fouls.
Never said
I mean-
perfect. We're never perfect on it. A few stats we get wrong.
Of course he's going to do that, though, isn't he? That's what he's there for. Don't worry about it. Stop getting worried. That's what I say. How old's David Silva? He's like 34, isn't he?
Don't think he's that old,
Sounds like
31,
it.
32.
Been around a long time, like him and Matt and that.
Yeah. I think he's got to be at least 33.
Who's the best
All
player?
Canadian United fans. We've got the telly on like 2 on the far side of the room.
Yeah.
I know.
Who's the best what?
34,
Best player in the Premiership in 5 years' time.
Max Wheeler says, "Did the Patreon group know about this Bruno in December?" No, I'll tell you when. It still was before everybody, but I'll tell you the
Fernandes.
exact time. It was.
Rashford.
What?
It was.
Rashford in the next 5 years be the best player in the
It was
Premiership.
the 13th of the 11th, 13th of the 1st, even 13th of this month. So 16 days ago. Personal terms agreed. Actually, here's what it actually says: personal terms agreed for Bruno last week. Apparently, fees not agreed between the clubs, and then something about other players. But that was on the 13th of January.
We're miles behind, aren't we?
Something's gone on with our stream.
Supposedly score brace offside.
Should we turn the comments off for the last few minutes? So we don't see.
He's not done it, lads. He's offside, mate.
I think he knew he was offside. That looked
Yeah.
more offside than the Sterling one, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Sorry, lads. I'm gonna just
Are we going comment free?
Yeah, just because you see it before we see it.
Sorry, lads.
It's 7 fucking minutes.
We'll come back to it at the end.
Let's just go rogue.
Is it definitely off? Yeah.
Ooh.
Nah, he is.
Yeah,
he
he
is.
is.
I mean,
His foot's further ahead than
good
Lindelof's
defending.
shoulder.
Where's our left? Where's
Good
Bradford?
finish.
oh, he's such a
I mean, he's
fucking
great
good
finisher,
centre
isn't he?
forward.
One of the best finishes we've ever seen in the Premier League. But offside, so.
Good question. What's
Sim and Crouch, innit? Really?
best,
They're the top two.
best player in the Prem in 5 years' time?
Other than,
Brandon Williams.
I mean,
Marcus
Marcus
Rashford.
Rashford.
Do you think
I don't think he's in
27?
I think this City
Oh,
team would be
mate, yeah.
this City team would be completely different.
No shit.
I reckon Bernardo Silva.
Whoever's in manager there is going to have signed 42 new players. So
I reckon
Pep signed 31.
I reckon
didn't he?
Bernardo Silva's not be far off. I like him. I mean, for as much as I don't like praising him, he's
The thing with
fucking
him is,
class.
though, he's never going to get loads of goals, is he? Or assists.
but-
Like we might, but in 5 years, we might see someone do like Ronaldo shit in 5 years, or like Van Nistelrooy, Thierry Henry.
Mason will be
stuff.
23.
Still young as shit, innit?
There's no Scousers that'll be that good in 5. There's no one in their current team that you're gonna go.
How old's Mane? Is he like 26, 27?
He's a little
He'll
bit
be-
older, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of them have got the youth. Maybe Trent, but
I mean, Mane might only be in his mid-20s, but that airline's well into his 40s.
yeah. Yeah. And usually the best players in the league are, these days, like 26 is like your prime, innit? It used to be 30. Like, who's the best 30-year-old in the Premier League?
Jesus. Old Van Dijk?
Yeah, that's a good one. But centre-backs are a bit different, aren't they?
Yeah.
And usually they don't win Player of the Year. Although Van Dijk did. Who's that, Brandon?
I don't know who that is. James.
No, it's Pereira. Yeah, you can tell with the footwork. That's what I mean. He's actually decent, but
He's got amazing footwork.
yeah,
He's got everything you would need to be a top professional footballer, but a brain.
yeah.
He's like, what's the fucking Wizard of Oz? Who's the one missing a fucking brain?
Yeah,
Is it
Tin
Scarecrow? No, Tin Man. He's a heart in it.
Tin Man's the heart.
The Lions of Courage.
These are panicking a bit.
Who's missing a brain?
It's got to be a Scarecrow then, isn't it?
Don't put it in the
Yeah,
box. yet.
probably.
Right, we need someone to go in.
Good
Don't-
turn
go
by
on,
Freddie,
Fred.
lad.
Go on a Fredge. Oh,
Harry
oh,
Maguire.
no.
Oh, that's a booking.
And have we got
That's a
Juan-
booking.
Get your book out, you prick!
He's been booked, hasn't he? Or is he not?
Nah, not the way he's walking.
Oh,
over.
Pereira's getting the ball.
Get like Rashford.
Pereira.
Have it.
Is this
Matter.
that 1 out of 52 that just fucking launches into
fucking
the
Let
jar?
Rashford have it. That's it.
Mate, that's
so
arguably
bad.
a red. That's horrific, you prick. How are you even fucking shaking your head
Look at
like
De
that's
Bru-
not
Have you
actually
seen-
assault?
you've seen De Bruyne
the
there?
fucking post, the ball's not even in the same postcode. Even
Look
De
at De
Bruyne's
Bruyne
mad
there
at
going,
you.
"What the
He's
fuck
like,
are you
what are
doing,
you doing, you
you
silly
silly
prick?
He is though. He's just going. We don't.
He's standing next to the wall in the wall now, going prick.
Yeah.
Imagine if this got. Come on, lads.
No
There's-
chance.
Look who's standing round it. Oh, there's only one man. I
Matter.
didn't have any confidence at burying this.
Fred, fuck. Matt's going. Can I? Yeah.
Can I have
Look,
it? Yeah.
Mom,
Right,
tell Fred,
Fred.
that I'm having it.
It's got to be one Matter. Got to be one Matter.
Tony Marshall is there.
Does he take?
Got to be one Matter. Give it one
not-
Matter.
he doesn't
Don't
play.
have
He's not
Fred.
Look at all these behind the ball.
Fred,
Maybe don't
fuck
stand
off.
all behind the ball.
Just test the keeper. Test the keeper.
Get it on twice.
Please hit the target. Please hit the
Why is one
target.
Matter walked away? It's Fred and Pereira. I have no.
I'm fully prepared to
Leaving
be
a lot
so
of space on that
so
side,
wrong
though.
here.
Bravo.
Please, I know, and it is Bravo, but they're not going to hit the target, are they?
No,
No.
it's going to go over the bar.
I'm not going to hit the target.
Clearly over the bar, isn't it?
Look at them all over that fucking line as well. What's the point in drawing lines if you let them walk over it, you tosspot?
Come on.
And that's why it hit, because you let them over the line, knob.
Go on, Dan James.
Corner ball. No,
I'm sorry, but one Matter's done this. How many goals has he scored?
Yeah.
Like the
A
event
big
where
ones.
you needed it as well.
That was
Yeah.
that was also a foul throw.
Very much so.
Don't mind it.
Don't mind that.
I like a foul throw.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one
It
of the...
makes you think that maybe I could have been a professional
Yeah,
footballer.
'cause I
these
can do
cunts
that.
don't have a fucking clue.
No. And they never give them either, do they?
No.
Don't know why.
How bad's that when you get like, you don't know how to take a throw in, do you?
Yeah, I know.
130 grand a week.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. I'd do it, mate, all the time if I was a linesman. Pulling back like,
Yeah.
just like
Pressurising.
prick.
I'm amazed we're even in this, by the way.
Yeah, how is it? 88
like,
minutes.
88th minute,
and we are literally. Oh, it's Paris. Shit the bed. It's Paris again, isn't it? I don't think lightning strikes
one
twice.
Goal doesn't put us through this time either.
No, true. No, it's just
one
one
goal
goal to have.
One goal to lose a
goals.
penalty shootout instead.
Like I said in the first place,
Yeah.
because that next goal we go oh.
Yeah. Because I don't fancy this team to win a penalty shootout, do you?
I don't fancy this team to win in a game of fucking noughts and crosses.
No.
What the fuck?
Get the ball off him, one. Fucking kick him.
There we go. Who fits?
No, that had to go properly wide.
Oh my god. Kill him. Just fucking kill him. Is he on a yellow as well? They pulled him out for a foul throw. Yeah, bitch.
Literally what we just fucking said. What the fuck?
Was it our foul throw as well?
Yeah. It was our throw.
So
I thought it was a foul throw and he threw it because he was fucking jumping. Watch.
Yeah, it is. So do we get
Basics.
Is it their throw now?
Yeah.
Look, Juan, now I know it's not your first time playing football.
Yeah.
You don't get advantage for that. Like, that's not the ref. You can't play advantage.
You have
for
to
that
restart it properly,
Yeah.
don't you?
Fuck.
We're not doing this, are we?
Nah.
Do you know what?
But you know what, though? This isn't bad, you know.
A moral victory of
we win
winning
1-0,
but going out.
It's shit.
But yeah, we've got a moral. We've got them.
And we've got some semblance of, like, this could be the start of something. It's a win. And, like, I know it's shit, but we could have got blasted out tonight, and we obviously, that's not, even
Well,
if
do
they
you know
get a goal
what?
back,
All them
that's not
fucking
gonna
history
happen.
revisionists here, they'll be all like, you didn't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
Like, we thought we were getting fucking 5-0
Yeah.
here.
Look at their front six, and the fact that we're probably going to win. Like, I know
not
it's
gonna
different.
lose the game.
I know it's different.
No, if we lose this, well, we're not going to lose the game. We might draw the game trying to score a second.
Yeah.
But we're not going to lose it, I don't think, from it.
You wouldn't have thought
We're
so.
going to lose the tie, but we're not going to lose the match.
Yeah. And that's a,
Fucking, what's the word? Yeah, moral victory FC.
Yeah.
Moral
Yeah,
victory, FC.
But it's a win, isn't it?
Take it.
Against
Another top 6 team that he's had a fucking decent win against.
Yeah. And another time he's beat City at the Etihad, maybe.
Outrageous.
Unless they get a goal. Go on, lads. 3 minutes.
And mate, imagine we did it.
Because
the momentum of scoring it right at the death here could carry you through in a penalty shootout.
Maybe. That's a good pass. Who was that, Brandon?
Tackle.
How's he
Second.
got them tackles in him?
Smash.
Boom.
Yeah!
Mate, never pulling out of that.
Nah,
Lindelof
Victor.
leaves it in.
Double barrel in it.
Touch, Brandon.
Brandon's had a solid game. Nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
We've not seen
He's
him
not
in
a
the
chance to
opposition.
do anything, has he? Going forward.
Fucking Harry Maguire's gone up front. Fair play.
In a
Barry.
class
Like
that, it's Brandon that they left on, not Luke Shaw.
Well, I think he's first choice left back, isn't he? Seems like it.
I mean, only in England.
Yeah.
Go.
Come on, you bastards.
Up to big. Up to
There
Harry.
you go.
That's shocking, that. 5
Right.
yards short.
Apparently 4 minutes of added time. We are 1.5 in. I mean,
Yeah, great idea. Pump up to fucking Dan James.
yeah, top that. You fucking dicks.
Yeah, there's not a lot of brains in this midfield, is there?
No.
Unfortunately.
It's like we're saying Scarecrow shit.
There's a pass.
That was the pass. That wasn't the pass.
Harry Maguire. Penalty! No, it's not.
Shit houses. He's asking for it. He ain't getting
Keep asking for it. Keep doing it. Imagine if they do this.
What's
Otamendi's a
Otamendi?
fucking
Oi,
wanker, innit?
fuck off.
He's a prick out of him, isn't he?
He's just done.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's just fair defending. He just leans into him a bit. It's not a foul, is it? It's good
Walker,
defending.
I mean,
really.
there's nothing different to what Walker did to what fucking
Matic did.
Matic did, realistically.
No, just steps across him, but you can do that in your own box, can't you? Fucking rubbish, the comments as well. It's like goal, lost, Villa. Like, just all the words that you are looking for, they're all on there at once. We might have scored, we might have conceded, we might have won, we might have lost. Very little info on there. 1 minute and 20 left, and it'll be probably 5 seconds left by the time Aguero gets off the pitch. Fucking crawling off.
Probably going to have one, maybe not even one more attack.
No. If they get the ball, if they get like a goal,
if we
a
win it from
corner
this
or a
this
set
ball
piece.
here, now you've got
You
one
have to win this
attack.
header. You have to win this header.
60 seconds-ish to
Right.
go.
Oh, you
slip.
bastards.
Didn't slip. That's a good start. We won the
There you
header.
go.
Won the
Won
header.
the
Second,
No.
no.
Yeah, they got it in the corner as well by the look of it. Good
touch
touch.
in the
Oh,
half,
fucking
man.
excellent touchback.
How good's
Joe's cousin.
Smash him.
Nah, that's a foul. Yeah, that'll be it then, will it, lads?
Yeah, no doubt.
kind of like that as well.
Yeah, fuck
He's
it.
not giving a foul.
I really hope he's not giving that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he has.
That was. If he's not giving a foul, there's issues.
Should be a booking.
How is that not a booking? Here he goes.
It is a booking. Everything we thought was true.
How is that not?
Including the foul throws.
Yeah,
It wasn't there, brother. Fucking hell.
It's weird how long
meters,
does it
there,
just make
brother.
a free kick taste, isn't it? Take. How long does a free kick taste?
Stretford Paddock.
What do free kicks taste like, Joe?
Victory. Come on.
Shoot, De
Boot
Gea.
it. Boont it.
You've had a sub, you dick. It's at least 30 more
Subway.
seconds. It's got to go, lads.
Boot it.
Kick it.
Kick it
Lads,
right
you need
up.
to fucking launch it. Come on, son.
Oh, don't.
Just gonna
No,
lose
don't pass
passing
it
it around
back.
our own defence.
Lads, what are you doing?
Can we oof it? I think you've got an oof in you.
Come on, Harry, get up.
Shoot. No, not them.
That's
That's
it.
And Dad'll be that,
Right,
won't it?
lads.
Bollocks.
It's the result we expected, but not in the worst way of, not the worst delivery method, is it? Going out with a 1-0 win.
Didn't we? It's the same thing.
Not horrific. Yeah, it's a win. Beat City away.
Fernandes
Nice.
is signed today.
A
We didn't
step
get
in-
beat by
yeah.
City.
I mean, we didn't. I know we did.
Going
but we
into
didn't.
today, it could have gone a lot worse, couldn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I mean, we knew we were going to go out.
Hang on, what's going on? There's a kid on the pitch.
What? That streaker was 8. He wasn't a streaker, to be fair. Is it called a streaker if you've got your clothes
No,
on?
it's a pitch invader.
I prefer.
Think carefully.
Think carefully what you're about to say
I prefer catch-all
in your
terms.
words.
There you go. End it there. I've never seen a youngster like that on the pitch before. It's usually some like 40-year-old
careful.
bloke just running around like that, isn't it? Flying into stuff. I love it.
Shh. Can we mute his mic?
We've lost.
There you
There
go,
it
it's
is.
over. Cheers for joining us. Lads will be doing a review in a minute. I'll be doing my review a little bit later on, and I guess we'll probably do 5 things we learn in the morning. See you in a bit.
In a bit.